You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
They confuse us with so much life. Just come on this way. Not why I say, Lord, please listen to this prayer that comes from the Lord. Please send us another Moses again. Oh, we just can't go on this way. Please deliver us today. Time to make them oppress us stay. So we children could see their way. Make them get on their knees and pray. Then I'll be up to judgment day. Oh, just can't make it this way. Please deliver us today. May like the Israelites delivered. Please send us another Moses again. Lord, we just can't make it this way. Yes, deliver us today. Oh, we just can't go on this way. No, we just can't make it this way. Please listen to what I say. Yes, hurry up with judgment day. We just can't make it this way. No, we just can't make it this way. Must we get old and gray? And the children can't see their way. Oh, we just can't make it this way. Oh, we just can't make it this way. We like the Israelites living there. Please send us another Jesus again. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 Lord, we just can't go this way. Lord, we just can't make it this way. Oh, no, we just can't go this way.
Keep me as the apple of thine eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. So sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, Them who under pressure, cover, 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 cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer, cover, 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 the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister, cover, cover, cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me. Cover me, man. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover, cover, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover, cover, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover, 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 cover me, cover me, cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, you know what we always say? We originate, we don't imitate, we speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Doesn't matter what color t-shirt you wear a purple t-shirt, a burgundy t-shirt, a orange t-shirt. Each and every one is welcome in the village. Excuse me. Doesn't matter what planet you're from. You're from Mazatania, Xenorania, Sonoranias. Each and every one is welcome in the village on WZYE 95.9 FM. And this is how we start the thing.
It have our place, WZYE, where they treat you like friends and family. So if you're looking for a place to belong, going WZYE, you could come along. If you have haste, though, come with me. We do have dad on WZYE, Santa Medite.
Yeah, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And as we say, we originate, we don't imitate. The only program on the planet where we have an oath/pledge to you, the people, that will bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Yeah, that's what we say, and that's what we do. So listen, take a listen to this.
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our oath/pledge to you to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Let me bring in my partner, the man himself, the one and only, the young man, Uncle Tommy Boy. Tommy, how you going?
Good, thanks. And how are you?
I can't complain, man. Today,
I see
it's always
today you had to work.
today I had to what?
To work.
You know what, Tommy? Let me be honest with you. I don't really call it work because I just enjoy what I do. You know,
That's how. Once you enjoy what you do, it is fun doing.
yeah, it's never work. It's not work for me. Like, you know, when I go and I train the kids, right?
Well, I would tend to think it's their past kids.
No, the kids in the school are talking about.
Yeah, but at their ages, they're young. They're adults.
Nah, they're under drinking age. Eh, eh. And so I am not the quintessential ordinary type of professor who stands in front of the class and just teach the class. Every day we come back from the weekend, once I have a class on a Monday, I always ask the kids, anyone had a splendiferous day? You know, Tommy, it's interesting, eh? Um, I want to play something. As we go along, I want to play something. I played something in my class today. Let me see if I could get it here. And I want to play it. Because even let me see if I could get here, Tommy. Hold on, eh? And then I think we go play it at the break. But let me see if I could get it. Joel Osteen. OSTWN. I am. Here we go. I played something in my class today. And I was very impressed. I wonder if this is it here, boy. Anyhow, I will play that. As I was just, it was 7 minutes though. No, it's not the one, not that one. It was a 7 minute one. I think it's that one there. I think it's that one there. All right, I think it's that one. Tommy, you heard of Joel Osteen, right?
Of course, the preacher.
Yeah. So, as I said, I don't start my class in an ordinary fashion. When I get to class, I always have a motivational video playing before the class starts. You know, you ever heard teachers starting the class with a motivational video?
Well, that's different, but if it whatever works, stick with it.
Right. And then once that is finished, I ask the kids, anyone had a splendiferous weekend? Anyone had a fantabulous weekend? And words is important. Anyone had a tremendous weekend? Anyone had a splentastic weekend? Anyone had a spectacular weekend? And Tommy, in the middle of the semester, I would say 90% of the kids, when they send me an email, it either have splendiferous in it, fantabulous, tremendous, spectacular, or splentastic. So, like if they're sending me an email, they say, Professor, I hope you had a splendiferous weekend. So, when that happened to me, what does that tell you?
Tell you that you are getting through to them.
Thank you very much. You see, Tommy, I tell you, I haven't told you this in a while. You're a little too bright, I mean, you know what I mean?
No, I remember one of the chapters say I'm Uncle Tom, so I don't know how bright I
Ah,
except
you
except I this is probably gonna be the last you hear me giving that any um airplay because I usually ignore comments and stuff like that, knowing that especially from that source that is um, very intelligent people and uh, it's above my grade.
you know, Tommy, you are so correct. There is certain people, especially on social media, I don't even answer. All kind of comment that is put. And I am not a person who go into um them radio station chats. You
Hmm.
understand? But I watch it, and you could see these type of things. So I don't, and they always. I hear you, Tommy. Sometimes you just have to ignore certain things.
Yeah, they're just too bright for me. I'm not of that caliber. I gotta step down and make sure that I don't get caught up in that web.
But sometimes, Tommy, um, people that say, what did I say about? I have a partner that's tell me, "Well, shit, you have a big ego, right?"
Mm.
I say, you all misunderstood confidence for having a big ego, right? And if most people who truly know me, I was always a very confident person, always confident, Tommy. Even
You
growing
know,
up, huh?
in the corporate arena, when I did what I did, I was extremely confident, and I used to be described as being arrogant.
you know, when I worked at the New York Stock Exchange, you understand? And I had to go into offices with important presidents and vice presidents and so on. I didn't bat an eye because you had to be confident as a person with an accent, you know, coming from a little island of Trinidad and Tobago of 1.3 or 1.4 million people. You know, the first thing is that when you're going to those offices and you have an accent, the people start to look at you from an accent perspective.
Hmm.
So you have to bring it all the time.
Every
So
single time.
every single time. So whenever I go to class, the first day after the weekend, I ask the kids, anyone that has spent the first weekend, right? And I ask them fantabulous and down the line. And then I ask anyone, did anyone leave the state, right? And Tommy, you wouldn't believe how much information that was given just from them simple statements of asking them simple questions. Because then people start to talk, well, I had to go into my family. Some people would tell you, well, boy, my parents are sick. You learn so much, man, so
Hmm.
much. And it is not you just come to class and you just start class just so. So that's why I look forward to going to class and trying to inspire the kids for a better tomorrow, not just teaching the subject matter, but also to teach life skills. That's why I always play a motivational video at the beginning of the class. And it's the same thing that we do here, Tommy.
Yep,
We start with, you know, two motivational videos.
that's right.
So and that's how, you know, I have kind of learned that it's not about you, it's about the other person or bringing that other person along and inspiring them for a better tomorrow.
It's how you make them feel.
That's right. That's right. Who said that?
It's
There
not
was,
what it's not what you said or what you've done. It's how you make them feel.
correct is right. Correct is right. Correct is right. So let's go to the chat. Hanif,
That that's Maya Angelou
Maya Anjo.
who said that.
Okay, good, good, good. Hanif, Tommy Hanif on a roll, eh? I think Hanif kind of replaced your village sweetheart, eh? You go
Nobody
Hanif.
can nobody can replace my village sweetheart.
Sorry about that. I take that back. I take that back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I take that back. Anyway, Hanif was first again. Hanif says, good evening, gentlemen. Proud Uncle Tommy and all villagers. Told you have a marvelous Monday. Oh, Tommy, I can tell you, Tommy, week have one of the longest running track
Right.
in a park.
Yes.
And they resurfaced it.
I didn't know that resurfaced it.
Yeah.
What they put on it.
You know, I want to think, Tommy, it is some sort of track surface because it's very soft.
Wow. Artificial?
No, not artificial. It's like a track surface. And each lap is 2.2 miles.
Wow.
And today I ran two laps, 4.4 miles. I did it in 30 minutes and 50 seconds. I ain't gonna lie, Tommy. It's the fastest I've ran that in years. Years. So when I was finished, man, I was really tired. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was really, really tired. It's funny, Tommy. You know, I want to say something to the people. Don't let your mind control you. You control your mind. Let me repeat that. Don't let your mind control you. You control your mind. Tommy, you know what I mean by that? Or do
Well,
you agree with that? Do you agree with that?
I fully agree. I fully agree.
So let me tell you what happened today, right? So today, Tommy, on the first lap, I ran the first lap in 15 minutes and 18 seconds. I tell you the fastest I've run it in a long time. And Tommy, my mind was telling me, my mind talking to me now, saying, Libon boy, stop. You ain't having a good day today. Stop. And I tell my mind, I say, boss, you could say what you want, eh? I gonna do this next lap. And so we passed the first lap, and I wasn't feeling good, eh? I wasn't feeling too good at all, to be honest with you. But I say, you know what, boy? If I got out this next lap, Tommy, it go help me mentally.
Yeah.
So the next lap was uh 33, 35 seconds. I mean 15 minutes and 35 seconds for the second lap. So it was the first time that I ran two laps in under 16 seconds for each one. First time in a long time. And when I was finished, man, I was impressed with myself. So what's all that to say is that do not allow your mind.
Now, to
Yeah.
control you. You
Yes.
control your mind.
Correct is right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. This morning I walked about almost 2 miles.
Correct. Good. Good. Yeah. And that's what it is, because sometimes, Tommy, your mind is used outside elements to try to get you not to do things. Well, once it's illegal, and it's not illegal,
True.
you know. And today, boy, I say, I in control of this, You ain't gonna tell me to stop. You could say stop, right? And I could listen to you. Oh, I don't have to listen to you.
I keep it moving.
I kept it moving, man. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Hanif says, pro Uncle T, what do you guys think about the parliament session today? They use the laws to continue to dirty the Auditor General name.
Hmm.
There was an article in the newspaper with regard to the Auditor General. We will get to that too as well. Tommy boy, all the independent institutions in Trinidad,
I've been compromised.
big time Tommy boy.
Yeah, well, when you look at what happened in Tobago, it makes you really go, hmm.
You think it's easy? Yeah, it
But
make you wonder.
I like the fact that Mr. James is pushing back.
You have to push back. You have to push back. You cannot allow them to continue to victimize and demonize you, and you don't push back.
Especially if you know you're clean too, you know?
Yep. Because they will make you look like he's the nastiest thing on the face of the earth.
Yep. But this is gonna backfire. This is gonna be a backlash. What they're doing is just gonna solidify the TPP position. Because
Yeah, yeah.
Tobago people are different. They're not like Trinidad people.
Yeah, they are totally different. Totally different. I'll put this up here. So folks, don't forget, share the live. WZY 95.9 FM on Facebook and X. WZYE TV on YouTube. And don't forget, subscribe. We got trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. You can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. Text and voice notes are welcome.
Yes, Tommy, let me get back to the chat. So, Cynthia, Miss Atlanta, welcome. Good evening, Wall Street, Tommy, all on the chat. Andre Lucian, boy, I think Andre from Canada. Tommy Mohammed, good night, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy and all listeners. Marcus Guide, boy. Marcus, welcome.
Welcome, Marcus.
Brian John, boy. Wall Street and Tommy, good evening. There was a Brian John that went to Belmont Government Secondary. Is Brian John was his name, boy? He used to play defense. He was real, real good. Yeah, Brian John, Shelly Live. Caribbean Soul, welcome. And he says, I'm not here to replace no one. I just love the vibes and the work you guys doing. Thank you very much, man.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. Caribbean Soul said, Wall Street, why the PNM government has start giving out contracts to clean rivers during rainy season? Well,
Oh, Lord.
oh God. Caribbean Soul was he funny, Caribbean Soul real funny too. Even and Mr. Florida, them, Tommy, if you're a Trinidadian and you can't take pecan, something wrong with you,
Crabble smoke your pipe.
boy. Trinidadians will call you all kind of thing, boy, all kind of kicks thing, joke thing, all kind of thing, Tommy, boy. You think it's easy? You have to learn,
Yep. Yep.
Boy, growing up in Chumakak, we had to learn fast, boy. You have to learn to be a man. If you can't take, don't give.
Don't give and don't hang out.
Don't hang out. Go home.
Mm-hmm.
Go straight home.
Go in your house.
Go in your house and quiet yourself and humble yourself.
Right?
Because if that's some men do stop,
Oh, yeah.
When they start, they don't stop.
But the best defense is a strong offense. You got to be able to give to, so that you could neutralize them when they're coming at you.
To me, before them start, I start first.
Well, that's what I know. That's what I know. Once they start on me, I start like hitting.
I
Once I
start.
start hitting, once I start hitting, and people start to laugh.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm a glee. Then I laying it on.
You know you're in control then.
Hmm.
When people start to talk, when you start to get pick on and people laughing, you know you're good to go.
Yep. Yeah, on top of the game.
Yeah, boy, growing up in Chumaka, you had to learn, boy. You had to learn quick. You had to be quick on the jaw, you know.
Yep. In Marbella, I had to know my onions and garlic too.
But Tom, where you think that come from, boy? Where we are so are people who you think it have anything to do with slavery, boy? The type of slave they dropped off in Trinidad, boy? That we are
Well,
so
most of us in Trinidad came from other islands, our roots came from other islands. Because my roots came from Nisbet is from St. Kitts Nevis,
okay.
and my mother's side, that's my father's side,
Mm,
or grandfather's side, and on his mother's side they're from Barbados, and my mother's side they're from Grenada and Carriacou.
mm.
So most of us were immig- island immigrants was our roots, even though when you look at us, you see Africa.
Mm. But where did our passiveness came from? Being so passive as a people. Where did that come from?
It's something about being in Trinidad give you put you in a comfort zone, or in a zone where you feel that you're good, or you don't. I don't know. It's something about being in Trinidad, because that only became obvious when I left Trinidad and I came away, and the Jamaicans would tease us about being
Mm.
soft,
Okay.
because
Go ahead, Tommy.
yeah, because
Caller, hold on. Hold on, caller.
they'll test us at times, and we wouldn't react as violently as they would have reacted if we tested them. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. Caller, welcome. Caller.
Good, yes, good evening,
Good
Wall
evening.
Street and Tommy. I was listening to what Tommy was saying,
Mm.
but you were asking a question about where we get our passiveness from.
Yeah.
Our,
Yeah, we're so passive and
I, I don't know, but years and years ago, I can't remember the name of the man because that's many years ago. I read, I read where the United States or from England, one of those, I think it's United States, a professor, highly paid professor, right? They, they took him from whatever university he was in,
mm,
and they sent him to Trinidad because they were doing a thesis on Trinidad mentality, how because we were just so different.
yeah.
The people who sent him was a sort of I can't remember. So like as Rockefeller, it was a group of people, a group of famous group. I think it's some group. Can't
Oh,
remember now, years ago.
okay.
But as he was speaking there,
Mm,
it reminded me of that. And they sent this professor, they paid him, they said they paid him for 3 years. His salary, he was very highly paid normally, but they gave him his salary, all his salary. He said to go in Trinidad and try and find out, to work with them, to study Trinidadians,
mm.
you know. And that was a big thing. He came, and then halfway through, he couldn't make. I mean, he couldn't get through. He said, all what he do. No, honestly, I can't remember. He said all what he did, nothing, no part of the world compared to Trinidad, when that man was doing that. I don't know about now.
Mhm.
And he said, so he used to send reports back to these people according to what he found out, how he was managing.
Yeah.
And like once he sent a report and he said, these people are striking. No, he didn't know they're striking. Or they're supposed to be striking. The man was so shocked when he saw the strike. He said, but I couldn't believe it's a strike because they were beating pan, having cook outside the work. No, that was a shock because, and he sent it back to these big people in America, and the American people couldn't understand. He said, could you tell us again if you made a mistake? Because this is a strike, you said, because over here, the people marching all in the snow and thing, and everybody's serious and marching. They can't do a thing. They say they're offering everybody, beers and thing and liming and playing cards, and the man couldn't get over, and then everything beaten pan, beaten bottle and spoon, because just so the man wrote back, and half the things the people in America just couldn't understand. He had to give up. He had to, dissolve that because he couldn't get any headway because they want to find out where that came from. All our not taking things seriously and thing, And remember a year a man said Wall Street, a man said, anybody who wants to start a war, just send a Trinidad, be in Trinidad because it could never have the war. And they say, why? He said, because everything is a joke. You can't start a war or warring with somebody when you have to be serious and looking to kill and all kind of thing. But so the man said the Trinidadians, if they go to start a war, they have to remember the black cake. And then now we can't start yet. It's Christmas. We can't start yet. It's Easter and things like that. That is innate in a Trinidadian. That is in the DNA. And so as you said, as you were speaking about where we get that, years ago we used to ponder that, and our family used to ponder, well, how the Trinidadians, and that is why we would have been much worse off with all what people say. Well, now it's terrible, but with all people say, no matter what, carnival had to come. Because you could be hating anybody in the office, but you jump with them on Carnival Day, and then after go back in your corner. So that is why we would have been much worse off, I think, if we had a different mentality. But it's getting real
hectic now. Yeah.
I was just thinking about
Thank
that.
you.
I didn't know if you had a topic.
No.
I was looking to see
what
you were going to bring.
Right, we were just bringing it out, but we have a few things we're gonna address.
Okay.
Thank you so
All
much.
right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mr. Atlanta.
Yeah, Tommy, I was just bringing up that subject. Here's why I brought up that subject to it, Tommy. We are very passive in Trinidad and Tobago. But put that same person on a plane to Florida or to Brooklyn or to the United Kingdom or to Canada, the passiveness go away overnight. Because they ain't passive no more. Because if they have to wake up 5 o'clock in the morning to go to work, they wake up 5 o'clock in the morning and they go to work like it's in nothing.
But our DNA still has a bit of softness in it.
When they're in America?
Yeah, because like I said to you, I would never forget right here in New Jersey, the Jamaicans used to call us soft.
Yeah. We still kind of behind still.
Yeah, because they were very aggressive, especially in the football field up in Orange Park.
Oh God! I go get you a story about that one, Tommy. Caller, welcome.
Hey, good night, Mr. Handsome. Good night, Mr. Tommy. Good night to all on the live, all the chat, all the callers, and everyone. Hope you guys had a great day. Thank you for being safe and seeing another day. So, Mr. Handsome, this is my point of view why we so passive for, right? Back in the 1970s, 60s, the Constitution was now being written, and people learned their constitutional rights.
Yeah.
But so that is why they used to stand up for themselves. They used to have protests and march and this one with the unions and all that. But as time goes by, we lose. They stop. They don't teach the constitution in schools or nowhere, and people already look at the constitutional rights. So they don't know where's the rights, where's not from the rights. Because if you go on the streets and you ask 20 random people where's the constitutional rights in Trinidad, all they know about the right to speech and the right to talk, but they don't know the laws. So if you look at schools in America here, they become activists from teenage age, from 13, 14. So they believe in a movement. And there are people in schools that they join these activists and they believe in something and they grow up in a sense that, hey, this is what we want change, and this is how we go about it, and they learn the laws. In Trinidad, we don't have that. The only thing that is made here in school is our prefect. And I just stop people from talking and to go to the bathroom just without permission. That is what our prefects do. So I believe if we start to teach the Constitution and start to teach more about the history, like back in the 70s with the Black Rising movements, and teach people their rights and what they could do with the law. And this is why I have a problem with all the bright lawyers we have in Trinidad and Tobago. They don't come on social media and try to educate the public what they could do and what they can do, what they could see and what they can't see. It's only when the worst case scenario come up, then it is here. But let us leave the politicians to find loophole to break the law and pass amendments and legislation. And we better sit down and we go clap. Look on this, Mr. Anthony Sato.
Thank you. Tommy?
Yeah, he made some very good points there, and it's so true. That Constitution is something that here in the United States they teach and they study. In Trinidad, you don't study that in school.
No, you study Sir Francis Drake and Sir Walter Raleigh and Sir Francis Drake. That's what you study, and Christopher Columbus. That's what we study. You understand? That's what we study. Where's this just coming?
But at the end of the day, when you really think about it, leadership is the problem, you know.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because good leadership would have put that in perspective.
Mm-hmm. You know, Anif says PNM being passive come from PNM Novocaine. Tommy Mohammed says colonialism caused us Trinidadians to think like that.
Yeah, but the other islands had colonials also.
But Tommy, I want to believe, man. I want to believe that most of the passive back then, when they dropped off slaves in Trinidad, they were very passive. Jamaica get aggressive slaves. Haiti get very rebellious slaves, right? I feel it had more to do with, yes, there are people from other islands, you know, but the initial.
But those same people in their islands, the Bajans are very assertive. So are the Grenadians and the St. Vincents.
Yeah, but they get different type of slaves, man, from the beginning.
No, but many of their offsprings are in Trinidad from some of these other islands. And in Trinidad, they take on a different demeanor than when they're in their original domain.
Yeah, but Tommy, there has to be something, man. Something in the makeup of the people's DNA. And I just said that, Tommy. Tommy, did you know that they wanted to bring something to the fore that if you wanted to, in the future, if you wanted to take the water taxi, you'd have to show identification? Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't hear that. But,
okay, let me see.
The only way I would show ID is if they get my free ride as a senior.
Let me see if I have that here, or where do I have that? Yeah, and when I saw that, and I haven't heard anybody talked about that as yet, and I kind of say, Let me wait to see if there will be any discussion about that. I think I have it in here.
But talking about the water, what became the boss's boat?
Iowa?
Uh,
I mean, that story's an old story already. What's wrong with you?
it died.
Yesterday's yeah, that story dead long time.
It died a slow death.
Yeah, nobody want to talk about that again. Here it is. Here it is. An editorial on ID requirement. Listen to this. This is an editorial that I did. Listen to
The
this.
intrusiveness of ID requirements for water taxi travel in Trinidad and Tobago. An editorial by Professor Wall Street. The recent mandate requiring passengers to present identification documents to travel on the water taxi service in Trinidad and Tobago has sparked significant debate. While the authorities argue that this measure enhances safety and accountability, many citizens view it as an intrusive and unnecessary burden. Here are 10 reasons why this new regulation appears to be intrusive. 1. Privacy concerns. Requiring passengers to present ID cards raises serious privacy issues. Many individuals are uncomfortable with the idea of their personal information being recorded and potentially accessible to various entities. 2. Inconvenience. The new regulation adds an extra step to the boarding process, causing delays and inconvenience for passengers who are accustomed to a more straightforward procedure. 3. Discrimination potential. There is a risk that this requirement could lead to discriminatory practices, where certain individuals might be unfairly targeted or scrutinized based on their appearance or background. 4. Accessibility issues. Not everyone has easy access to government-issued photo IDs. This requirement could disproportionately affect marginalized groups, including the elderly, low-income individuals, and those living in remote areas. 5. Increased costs. Obtaining and maintaining valid identification documents can be costly. This new regulation imposes an additional financial burden on passengers who may already be struggling with high living costs. 6. Security risks. Collecting and storing personal information increases the risk of data breaches. If the data is not adequately protected, it could be exploited by malicious actors. 7. Erosion of trust. This measure could erode public trust in the authorities. Many citizens may view it as an overreach of government power and a step towards increased surveillance. 8. Impact on tourism. Tourists who are unfamiliar with the new regulation might face difficulties and delays, potentially deterring them from using the service and impacting the tourism industry. 9. Administrative burden. The requirement places an additional administrative burden on the water taxi service staff, who must now manage and verify passenger information, potentially leading to longer wait times and reduced efficiency. 10. Lack of clear benefits. While the regulation aims to enhance safety, it is unclear how effective it will be in achieving this goal. The benefits of the measure do not seem to outweigh the drawbacks and inconveniences it introduces. In conclusion, while the intention behind the new ID requirement for water taxi travel may be to enhance safety and accountability, it raises several concerns about privacy, accessibility, and practicality. It is crucial for the authorities to consider these issues and seek a balanced approach that addresses safety without imposing undue burdens on the public.
Now, Tommy, let me read the article in the Guardian for you. This was in August, August 30, 2024. ID not required to travel on water taxis. Starting immediately, passengers on the water taxi service will have to present their identification document in order to sail on the vessels. According to the Shipping Local Passenger Ship Safety Amendment Regulations 2024, the service must now provide the Ministry of Work and Transport and the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard with a list of all passengers and crew before each sailing. The National Infrastructure Development Company Limited, NITCO, made the announcement in a media release yesterday. It said this will help to ensure there was an accurate record of everyone on board, especially in emergencies. According to the new regulations, a customer service representative will record the names of all passengers before they board. Passengers over 16 must show a valid government-issued photo ID, such as a driver's permit, national ID, or passport. Passengers under 16 must travel with an adult. Boarding will close 10 minutes before departure. Let me take this call. KFC, welcome. KFC. KFC.
Yeah, what's up, man?
What's happening? How are you going, man?
Man, me and the family I went to see yesterday, man. I don't know what the program was about yesterday, man.
You went by the way? By the sea?
Yeah, when I take a saltwater bath, man.
Yeah, where you went? Maracas?
I'm going to back by 5 miles. I'm going to back down that baby, man.
Turn down your computer. We getting a little feedback. Karanach? Okay.
Yeah.
That's good, man. You and your family gonna take a little bath, man. A sun bath. That is a good thing.
Man. I had a drag all the Friday day, man. Let's call that Tom.
Yeah.
Good night, Uncle Tommy.
Yeah.
Good night,
Good night, KFC.
I see that drag on it. As I say, I told me that go for America.
Oh God, man.
How about in Trinidad? What's a Tom in Trinidad?
Huh?
What is a Tom in Trinidad? Though?
The call I told me Trinidad. I eat.
Oh God, but they ain't easy. I like them too bad.
Yeah,
I don't go right inside, but I don't understand.
Bless. Yeah. Tommy, but can
Mm.
you imagine, Tommy? You have to show ID now.
Well, it is what
Get
it
on a
is.
water taxi. You know, Tommy, you know what I like, Tommy? Telling the people on the subway in New York, you have to show your ID to travel on the subway. Or the water ferry. Like they have a water ferries just come from different parts.
Staten Island ferry.
Yeah. Like all of a sudden, you have to know, that boy, this government wicked and evil, boy, Tommy, boy. I mean, Tommy, to ride a water taxi, you have to show an ID, boy.
Hmm.
When we come back, Tommy, I want to talk about this a little more. What's the purpose of that? What does that do? How does that put food on people's table? How does that help a person? It's like you're only joking out people eye left, right, and center, man. Every day is pressure. Folks, we'll be right back. Stick and stay. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Don't forget, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook, as well as X. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And the numbers here are 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. Text and voice notes are welcome.
We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
now. Starting my journey on the Christian highway. Ooh. So many trials and temptation in my way. Sometimes I wonder if I will see another day. I wonder. So many people want to see me go astray, but no weapon that form against me shall prosper. No weapon. I'm protected by the Most High, Jesus my Savior. Ooh, the more them attack, and the more God bless me. The more them a push me down, and the more we arise. The more them a fight, and the more we a win. Oh Lord Jesus, for the Lion of Judah, man I him a king. The more them a talk, and the more God a bless me. The more them a push me down, and the more we arise. The more them a fight, and the more we a win. For the Lion of Judah, man I him a king. Oh, it's not by might, nor it's not by power. It's the Spirit of the Lord, the consuming fire. If it wasn't for the prayer from the prayer band, Satan would have crushed me. That old dragon, Satan lose again. Come if we put on the armor, with the Bible in our hand. Buckle up, buckle up. Come if we plead the blood of Jesus against Satan. So we tell them, the more them attack, and the more God bless me. The more them a push me down, and the more we arise. My God. The more them a fight, and the more we a win. Oh yeah. The Lion of Judah, man I him a king. The more them a fight, and the more God a bless me. The more them a push me down, and the more we arise. The more them a fight, and the more we a win. Oh yeah. Cause the Lion of Judah, man I him a king. No, it's not my might. No, it's not my power. Oh, it's the Spirit of the Lord, the consuming fire. Ooh, if it wasn't for the prayer, oh, from the prayer band, the devil would have crushed me. Oh, that old dragon, Satan lose again. You better put on the armor, and with the Bible in your hand. Whoa, come make we plead the blood of Jesus against Satan. Whoa, the more them attack, and the more God bless me. Whoa, the more them a push me down, and the more we arise. The more them a fight, and the more we are win. We are win, we are win. Because the Lion of Judah, man I him a king. Satan, nobody try, don't bother try. God that the winner every time, every Satan lose already. Don't a carry lose again at the resurrection. Nobody try, don't bother try. Nobody try, you know you can't win. Nobody try, devil, don't bother try. Nobody try.
And of course, we are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, share the live, share the live, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook and X. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube, and you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. Text and voice notes are welcome. Remember, this number is a WhatsApp number, so you can call from anywhere, any part of the world.
Yeah, KFC.
Good night, Wall Street.
Yeah, man.
Then Uncle Tommy, Wall Street.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, we hearing you. Turn on your computer. You getting a bad echo.
Hello, send that song for me, boy. Before you leave.
All right, I'll go send it for you.
Right.
Yeah, man. Bless. Yeah. Yeah, Tommy. Tommy, I don't understand something, eh?
What don't you understand?
I don't understand how, and that's why I asked about passive, you know. You mean I gonna ride a water taxi to go to work, and I have to now think about walking with an ID or a passport or a government ID or something. I mean, what's next, man? What's next?
Leave your house, you're gonna need ID.
Ogo Tommy kind of push back now, man. Push me now, man. Push me and tell me you're not talking gibberish now, man. Go
I
after
don't,
me, Tommy.
I don't even know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you because at the end of the day, it looked like it's gonna just be going one way.
I don't understand that. Man.
Police state.
Oh God, Tommy, Lord of His mercy. Listen to the PNM Fox. Listen to PNM Fox. Adult passengers 18 and older must show valid identification at the airport checkpoint in order to travel. Oh God, Tommy, can you finish read that? Because PNM Fox, I don't know what. You want me to finish?
Go ahead.
Beginning May 7, 2025, if you plan to use your state-issued ID or license to fly within the U.S., make sure it's real ID compliant. Oh God, Tommy, after 9/11, Tommy, I could understand why they instituted ID for traveling.
On airplanes because you don't have to use ID when you travel on the bus or on a ferry.
I mean, is everything so PNM Fox that they defend by? Oh God, PNM Fox. Everything, Tommy. They're intruding on your privacy, and that man defending that boy. On a water ferry, boy. If they could use you on the water ferry, Terry, Tommy, just now they go tell you to drive to get on a PTSD bus, you have to show ID. Fox, boy. Fox, at PNM Fox, all you're good, boy. Really and truly, boy. All you have to start to think for yourself, boy. Yeah? All you have to start to think for yourself. Caribbean Social Wall Street, we need statistics on the PNM voter base. How much born Trinidadian compared to the amount that influx from during Eric Williams' time? You ain't gonna get them statistics. So.
No, that's
Yeah.
But maybe that's a crime fighting initiative.
What, the ID?
Maybe.
Or maybe they're going to hijack the water ferry.
Maybe they expect people to use the ferry and run up and down and do crime.
Why?
Maybe they've been listening to somebody who had plans on doing that. I don't know.
But talking about like this, it's like almost everything, boy. You know what I mean? It's like it's like non-stop, you know. And then and Tommy, you know what it is too, Tommy? But even in the media, but you have to pick and choose where you come and talk about, you know. You can't talk about everything. Because there is so much. We have this situation with the Auditor General now again.
Yeah, right? Well, that has never gone away, and instead it has gotten worse.
Yes. Right? We have the DCP saying that the TTPS have crime under control. Right? Well, I mean, It goes on and on and on and on and on. It's never a dull day under this wicked, evil PNM government. Plain talk, bad manners. And the people are suffering. Well, many PNM people suffering peacefully. And you know what they say? Oh, them just talk about they suffering peacefully. What them know? Yes, they are. They're suffering. But anything to defend their party, right? They went to the dentist and they get them permanent Novocaine. Not one word.
Not one word.
Not nothing. You hear PNM Fox? You hear PNM Fox? Right? He already making an example to the United States of America. Right? What going on here? But when we use examples from the United States of America and compare it to Trinidad, you know what else tell us, Tommy? What does it? What does tell we?
They said that we cannot do that.
Correct is right. Correct is right. Oh, why are you comparing me to America? Or they don't compare me to America? And in Trinidad and Tobago, the government compare us to the worst of the worst, not to the best of the best. Why? I doesn't know what to say sometimes. I really doesn't know what to say sometimes. Yeah? 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 Correct, boy. The man will defend anything. PNM Fox will defend anything. Anything. You know? But to me, nah, let me not go there. Fox, your passport have a different name, address, ID, and pic from your ID. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, maybe Fox have a passport from a different location.
Excuse me.
No. Oh, here we go. Ian, great point. Fox, you will not need ID or passport anymore. It's all going to be facial recognition when flying. What should you think Trinidad be ready for 2030? Facial recognition? Man, Tom, you think Trinidad will be ready for that soon?
Maybe. Depends on who take governance.
Tommy, there's an escalation of crime in Tobago. ID will make it harder for criminals moving through both islands. Oh, God. Tommy, can you help me there, please?
Why? But don't you now have to show ID to get on the ferry to go to Tobago? I had to show ID last time I went.
The last time I went, I think you had to show ID to buy the ticket, I think. I don't remember, I don't remember showing ID to get on the thing itself, but
I think I had to show ID to get on. I don't know why I'm thinking that.
there's an escalation of crime in Tobago. ID will make it harder for criminals moving through both islands.
Right now you have to use ID.
Okay. I just show ID when entering the bus. That's my ticket. So Hanif, if you are a senior citizen, I could understand you will show your ID. Right, Tommy?
Yep. In order to get
Yeah. I could understand that. But then when you show your ID, Hanif, they don't need to take a record of your ID and say, well, all right, Hanif Daniel, so and so address. They don't need to do that. You show, the man see the address, and that is it. Yeah, KFC.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Washington. Good night, Uncle Tommy.
Yeah.
like KFC.
As I talk about bus. Yesterday, I went down to get down there waiting on the bus to go Canada. We waiting an hour, maybe 2 hours waiting on the bus to go down Canada. What should you know? That's a minibus.
A minibus.
Unless people go down in carnage. A small bus. So the bus don't full up and take and then go down carnage. The driver say the bell are working in the bus. So the ball driver, bus stop, bus stop.
Wow.
I won't make him Mohammed watch that after carnage now come on waiting for next bus again. So they go Arima bus. You know the sun a small bus. I said, well, none of them big buses like working half for the people waiting on that bus to go Arima. I just stay back in city gates down there.
Right?
The possible one I can crash there too.
It's heavy. It's like almost.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we ain't here. Something had to be working right, man.
Yeah, but nothing ain't getting it right, boy. In this country, but right now, it's Christmas, that's that threat to national security, you know, they harassing the man.
Yeah.
But you them some dread lawsuit, you know.
Yeah. Of course. They're terrorizing that fella, but he come like a terrorist now, eh?
But you see the traumatize that family was going on the beach this Sunday, they harassing the poor young lady for a bandana, a camouflage bandana. Young lady tried crying the girl saw her crying out in the car, and the police carry the discussion and that's that she will show that bandana in the back of the van or some kind of thing, and the family and go on the beach.
Right? So everything.
As that crime soon and say, play that song with the crime soon and say the lawyers are an ass. I love to understand.
Yeah, man, bless. That information about the $3 billion being missing will be swept under the table.
Under the carpet.
Yeah. All right, under the carpet. Ian says, Fox, the Venice coming via sea with IDs too to commit crime.
Right?
Yeah. And Fox asks, what's wrong with asking for ID? Man really asked that question in Tree Boy. Alicia, welcome. Hello?
Hello.
Welcome.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Wall Street. Good night, Uncle Tom, and everybody on the live.
Good night.
Good night, Alicia.
Wall Street,
Yeah.
here this now what's going on. I wasn't here and Allen live this evening. But I had this woman that's be heckling me right through this called she Palm Gray, right? A PNM woman.
Yeah.
Living in LA, wherever she living, somewhere in LA, right? I only live normal. I know where this woman come on telling me how I collecting medication from the government every week. And I health center. So she said, stay on the life and talk the government. So she wanted them to see. And what she telling me, stay on the life and talk the government. So they will cut my medication and the she said collected medication every week and food card. So she this imagine, I don't know how she has GPS in my house. And that's not even true.
Oh God.
What she saying is not even true.
Well,
I think this woman doing. These PNM people, I don't know, something wrong with it. Their brains, I don't know. What's going on with them? The same things happening in the country. That even they're talking about it, and the seeing and the hearing is like the hearing they're talking about Batok and Kamala, Ian Batok and Kamala. They ain't hearing what's going on in the country, you know.
They don't want to hear that. They want to hear that. They don't want to hear what's going on.
It's sad. It's sad. It's real sad to see what's going on in them live on them with these people on them. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Well, good
Okay,
night.
let's see. Bye bye.
Good night.
Caribbean Soul says so there'll be a police post on the ferry to search up your name to see if you're a criminal or have outstanding warrants.
I tell you what a national security ploy.
No, that is not an election gimmick, eh? That is not election gimmick.
It's a national security ploy.
Yeah.
It's crime solving.
There we go, Tommy. There we go. Here we go. That is one of the crime solving initiative, a crime fighting initiative that they put in place.
Yep.
IDs on ferries. Yeah. That Tommy, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Crime fighting initiative, man. We putting IDs on ferries. Whenever you come on a ferry, you have to make sure you have an ID. If you do have an ID, if you get your ID home, cancel Christmas. Go back home and get it. You can't travel on the ferry.
You want to know who you are if we're looking for you.
Yeah. Just in case we're looking for you. Right? you might come up on a ferry and your name show up. Because
Mhm.
we have a list of all the criminals and all the gang members, right? And if you're
Yeah.
a gang member and you're going to ride the ferry and we see your ID card, we going to arrest you.
Next, we're gonna need ID for bus and maxi taxis.
Yeah. Maxi taxi. All you have to get ID for that too. Tommy, they might do it for moped too, you know.
Hmm.
If you're riding
Bicycle.
if you're riding a moped, they might have a boot. We had to pass through the boot and show your ID, boy.
Yep.
Boy.
Hey, say what? They fight this fighting crime.
Crime Fighting Initiative. Lucky Lal, welcome. So when you have to present your ID on purchasing the tickets, you still have to board. No, you'll show your ID to purchase the ticket, and when you're bored, you have to show your ID again.
To make sure the ticket is for your ID.
No, just to make sure you not a criminal, right? Then PNM Fox say that. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, I could understand the bus to South because if you're 60 and over, and I think that used to be free. If you're 60 and
Yeah.
over,
16 over free.
yeah, that's a good initiative. I hear you, bro. I was trying to show the ignorance of your PNM friend. Okay. When you reach pension age in Trinidad and Tobago, you show your ID to ride free on the bus, and you produce ID on the ferry service to Tobago and pay a reduced price of $50. I understand that. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Dollars too.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But just to implement this ID thing, where just for me to ride on a ferry, I had to show my ID. It doesn't make dollars and cents, as Tommy said. PNM folks, stop trying to defend that now, man. I don't know, eh? There's an escalation of crime in Tobago. ID will make it harder for criminals moving through both islands.
You
Yeah.
have to no.
Huh?
Don't you have to show ID now to go on the Tobago ferry?
I don't. I'm not sure. I ain't sure. Yeah. Oh God! For the first time, crime. Fuck. PNM Fox say something, but it does not make sense for a crime initiative. We. I know he must have a hard time. His finger must have hurt him to type that, but.
Hmm.
But anyway, Tommy, we have some breaking news. Let's play that.
Yeah. Break the news.
Yeah, break the news. All the break the news. All the look at this breaking news, eh? I, 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 I I want to believe this, Tommy, and I don't want to believe it.
You're frightened to believe?
I'm frightened to live, but I'm frightened to live, Tommy. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Okay, another one there. Let's see. Hold on. So, folks, here it is. Yeah, some breaking news that we have. I think this came out today. No, Fox, it doesn't make sense for a crime fighting initiative to show your ID. It don't make sense to show your ID on a ferry as a crime fighting initiative. That ain't make no sense. Absolutely no sense. So, folks, here it is. Yeah. A lot of people will be happy with this.
According to Sunshine Today newspapers, battle-scarred Terence Dayal Singh is likely to be replaced by the in-favor doctor, Mariam Abdul Richards, as the People's National Movement's PNM general election candidate for St. Joseph. Dr. Richards, who is serving on state and private sector boards of directors, has the backing of senior PNM officials to contest the marginal constituency. Dayal Singh, who has faced relentless criticism as Minister of Health, may be asked by the party's top brass to step down gracefully, as Maxi Cuffey, Nicole Olivier, Edmund Dillon, and others did in 2020. The incumbent member of parliament is a pharmacist and former part-time lecturer. Richards is the principal medical officer in the health ministry and former technical director of a funded health services program. She has training in diplomacy and international relations. There is speculation that she will be the shoo-in as health minister if the PNM wins the forthcoming general election. She is strongly fancied by the higher-ups, a PNM source said. Richards is also a director of NIPDEC, Eastern Regional Health Authority, Tatal, and Angostura Holdings. She was awarded the Chaconia Medal, Gold, in the 2022 National Honors and was praised by Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley for making a sterling contribution to healthcare delivery during the COVID-19 pandemic. Dayal Singh was an opposition senator from November 2010 to October 2013 when he contested and won the by-election for the St. Joseph constituency. He was re-elected in 2015 and 2020 when Gary Griffith, leader of the National Transformation Alliance, announced plans last March to challenge for the seat. Dayal Singh was dismissive. "They are taking the people of St. Joseph for fools," he snapped. But he has since run silent, and sources said he has reduced his presence in the constituency. Dayal Singh captured 9,354 votes in the 2020 polls, with the United National Congress's Aloy Hunt polling 8,543 ballots. Hunt called for a recount and queried the legality of 159 additional votes for Dayal Singh. Public surveys have found that most citizens are dissatisfied with the public healthcare system, which is riddled with crucial shortages of equipment and facilities. The PNM's polling has revealed public discontent with the taxpayer-funded system. Several babies died last April at the neonatal intensive care unit of Port of Spain General Hospital. In 2021, the parliamentary opposition piloted a motion of no confidence in Dayal Singh, claiming that he unequivocally demonstrated his inability to competently execute his services. He has faced public litigation, including for blocking open-air cremations during the COVID-19 crisis. He had refused to lift the restriction, even though medical evidence showed that cremations did not pose a threat of the spread of the disease. The health ministry has also been criticized for its delayed response to the outbreak of dengue and the shortage of vector sprayers and other relevant essentials. Richards, the daughter-in-law of former President Max Richards, has 15 years of experience in the public and private medical sectors and has acted before as chief medical officer. She is involved in the Islamic community, while Dayal Singh has ties with the Presbyterian faith. The PNM has selected candidates for certain marginal seats, most notably Barataria, San Juan, and Chaguanas East, with Dr. Muhammad Yunus Ibrahim and Richie Sukai, respectively. Ibrahim is vice president of the Senate, and Sukai is a minister in the Ministry of Works and Transport. Ibrahim and Richards are both related to Dr. Wahid Ali, a former senator. According to some...
So, Tommy,
Mm,
the thing start, but
yeah, I hope they know what they're doing.
and your boy PNM Fox, he already agreed on it. He already agreed on it.
Mhm.
She's far better candidate than Gary Griffith and Anil Roberts. The Richard lady is the same person who was in the COVID meeting. I don't know. You know, Tommy?
Probably. I feel it's the same person.
You feel so? Well,
Mhm.
is it Richard? The Who Richards was the president under? PNM or UNC?
Max Richard.
Yeah, Max Richards. I don't remember now. Who Max Richards was the president under? Caller, welcome.
Mr. Washington, Mr. Hanson. I say now, yeah, Mr. Hanson, Mr. Tommy, yeah, that's the same lady who was in the COVID meeting who talking about beds.
That is she?
That is she, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks. Tommy, wait, Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, Tommy. So Tommy. Oh God. So Tommy, she was a plan to defend the PNM regardless of what they did.
Hey. Once you singing the right song, you inside.
So you see, Tommy, look at that. Hey, Mr. Floyd, are you sure that was the same person, boy?
I think I think so. I think so.
Yeah, KFC.
When I don't go Washington, Tommy, she got water, you know, for 4,000. That's in the COVID, you know.
She was the person who used to be in that conference all the time. That's the same
Yeah,
person.
every for the COVID, every press conference, she in charge. And plus the pushing our boy in Angostura too. You see who benefiting on that PNM?
Yeah. It's making sense now. It's making sense now.
Yeah, and the PNM let a push and risk, yeah. Don't put the Indian on them.
Oh God.
Me and this evil wicked PNM. So tell the ass thing, you boy out or what?
Well, they seem like if you had to push him aside. You know, that to get
But the belly full, you know.
You can retire comfortably.
What do you mean?
Yeah, he good. He good. He eat enough. He laugh when I depend in his first corner. Don't vote for me.
So
I'll suffer people out there.
yeah.
Washington is very sad, boy.
Yeah, boy.
But Washington, any prime minister across by you, boy.
In New York?
The see when if I check up, I playing golf.
Oh God, the man had to keep his recreation up, you know.
Yeah, he play with he play what he love, you know. He love golf. Big boy sports, you know.
That big boy sports, yeah.
But I never partner go on my piano partner go on Joseph. Go over them.
He listening. He'll be listening.
You listening? You calling that?
Nah. He then Fox take the thing tonight.
Yeah, that money piano friend. All the rest of them fire burn all of them. I love to understand.
Yeah, man. So Tommy?
Yep.
Tommy Mohammed said was undermanning. He was undermanning.
Yes.
Everett Nichols said the richest lady was the lady on the COVID team.
Yep.
Tommy, Richards is not a doctor. Wait, I thought you said she was a doctor. No?
That's what I was thinking too.
If she was on the COVID team, wouldn't she be a doctor? I don't know. Yes, even Fox Islam, even PNM Fox admit she was the doctor during the COVID. So Tommy, you know what that tells us, Tommy? That the PNM, there are no, well, let me don't say no. Most of the institutions in Trinidad and Tobago are no longer independent institutions. Because anytime she talked on a podium during COVID-19, any things that she said had to be pro-PNM. And this is what I am coming to this conclusion now, based on this. Boy, this is well, anyway, it's not unbelievable. That's just the way it is. You know?
Yep.
Tommy. Okay. I hope if there's a Mr. Richard that he knows that. Oh God, Everett. Oh God. Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
Any,
And let's go to your home, do your brain. What does God do to your brain? Often can have positive effects on the brain as well. The National Institute of Health study only go enhances focus, attention, and individuals with experience. I gotta start playing golf.
all of we had to start playing golf. Caller, welcome.
Hi, good evening to the bus that rolling through the village with the passengers and the drivers. Hope you all are better than good. As usual, I like to drop in my 4 points, how I see it, how I understand it, and always promise to speak the truth about myself and others and things, and will never, never go on a program and lie. Never. But if I make a mistake and it is brought to my attention, definitely I will apologize. I have noticed that many times, too many times, there seems to be a difference between those at the top and those who in the middle that have to deal with those down at the other end. For example, you listen to what the National Security Minister is saying, and you listen to what happened with a police officer concerning camouflage. And I come to that conclusion. I might be wrong or I might be right. That's the conclusion I come to. And I realize and I feel that it is not only in that area, but it's in a lot of other places where individuals are doing their own thing. And a lot of it has to do with the ignorance of the public, right? The ignorance of the public. Because at one time, I was confronted by, incidentally, a woman police, yes. And what she was telling me to do, she was not on good grounds. She was not on good grounds. But you know what? Sometimes it's good to play stupid. And I did not give her any trouble, to put it in those words. But after I discussed and talked to others, they told me, no, but just for the peace sake and so that I could go my way, I do like I give in. And you see why I come to that conclusion, that there are persons who feast on the ignorance of some people. Now, mind you, that's not only people who deal in governmental level. It had talk show host, you understand, who is the same kind of thing, right? Put stone in the opponent's shoes, pelt mud, hate. So my friend, my Chumacan friend, they say that is PNM, that is government. What is wrong with people being asked to show ID on a ferry? There's not a bus going from San Juan to Port of Spain. There's a ferry going on the water. This is the kind of times that we are living in, the kind of things that are happening. If you had to just show your ID, how many persons in Trinidad and Tobago don't have ID? I should have, but how many? The people who are over 60 are entitled to ride the ferry for free. How will they know? They can't look at Gordon and say, he looking like over 60 because most people tell me, boy, you ain't looking like you've reached 60 yet. And I gone past 60 more than 2 years. So you can't just watch somebody and say, he's over 60, so no problem. No problem. Right? In addition to that, I find it is an advantageous position if they could know who on board and who not on board, whether it's a plane, whether it's a train, whether it's a bus, whether it's a boat, a ship. To go to Tobago, more than one places you have to produce your ID before that ship take off with you. Before that ship take off with you, more than one places you have to produce your ID. Okay, next point. There's a song by Ra Shorty, Trinbago, you're nice. Oh gosh, I'm listening to that song over and over and over. And I'm inviting people to give it a listen. All right, and last but not least. Hey boy, I wonder if I should say this, boy. Well, I do listen to Tommy and Slim. I listen to you all. And I have to give special commendation for Tommy because sometimes he comes across very independent and Slim. He comes across as if he looking to lead, he ain't looking to follow. You understand? And there are many other, I can say the same of, you know what I mean? And what they present, you're not sensing any kind of mud pelting, stoning shoe hate. You're not sensing that. You're sensing a genuine contribution towards we could fix this thing or let me try and make this thing better. Yeah. So that is why I always look forward to interactive media to listen and also if the opportunity is there to make a contribution. So I thank God for people like Chance. Yeah, I listen to them too. If I could listen to Tommy and what's wrong with Chance and facts are stubborn thing because when they present, you have very little room to wonder. No? But we versus them, it wouldn't help. So we look forward to seeing and hearing more contributions that could help rather than try to hurt. And if people want to join with the PNM, I guess that's the right. That's the right. They would see things that probably you and I not seeing. If people want to join with the UNC, that's the right. It have probably things that they seeing that you and I not seeing. You understand? Because at the end of the day, at the beginning of the night, the masses will decide. Not you, not me. The masses, they will decide. So we can say what we want, how much we hate or how much we love. And just keep in mind, you can write this down. I ain't no PNM, and I ain't no PNM caller, and I ain't no PNM sympathizer. I am a person who love my country, and anybody who's showing that they're willing to make this place a little better, I want to support them when they come with good ideas. It has some stupid ideas that the PNM come with and the government come with. I don't endorse at all. I don't endorse. You see that thing about we have to pay that electricity bill? I don't endorse that at all. That is not how it should be at all. All right, because so many places I am passing and seeing all these lights on. All these lights on. But I know part of it was hoping that the public will get involved in sports and that kind of thing. Right? The ground there, sometimes all I seen is a set of animal and thing on the ground. One or two men might be playing a little small goal. You understand? In my area, the lights just go off about 9. 9 in the night. Right? So if you have football and all kind of thing, you have to plan your thing around that. But I see in other areas, all after 10, lights on. Lights on.
Thank you, my friend.
So we had to look to fix systems. If they fix, things will be better. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, man. Bless. Yeah, Mr. Florida. Hello. Hello.
Good night again, Mr. Anselm, and good night, Mr. Tommy.
Yeah.
Mr. Anselm and Mr. Tommy, Joseph just carry on a conversation there with you, and I really lost, you know. I went to look for my compass to get direction to that conversation, you know. Because in 2023, 2024, within 2025, you telling me you living in a Caribbean country, talking about lights and all the lights light up all about the place. Most of them grounds and things we have all around in America here is solar power. They use the grid where people get the electricity from domestically and commercially. They supply their own power because once you have sunlight, Trinidad, you know, east trade winds. You tell me they can hook up a windmill um, stuff to get generate electricity. But anyhow, Mr. Ansem, I wish PNM will win back in the next 5 years, 10 years, because you know why, Mr. Ansem? You see who replaced the Ansem there now? Imagine PNM in power for the next 15 years. All the ministers in PNM will turn to Indian. And then they don't have no more race again, because if the PNM stopping the young black people from getting a proper education and only find between 1 or 2 getting selected with a scholarship and all that, but the Indians dominating the market right now, next 30 years, PNM party will be fully with Indian. Look on this.
Yeah, man. So I just Caribbean soldiers sent me this. Dr. Miriam Richards, acting principal medical officer, institution, Ministry of Health. She was actually in the Ministry of Health, you know.
Mm,
Tommy boy.
okay.
We oh God, Tommy. She had to defend the PNM by any means necessary. Yeah? So, well, you could be independent and working in the Ministry of Health, right?
Yes, you can be.
But she wasn't independent. She red blanket get exposed. It definitely get exposed. Yeah. But let me go to another video, Tommy. Which one is this video now? Tommy boy. Sometimes I doesn't know where to start. I doesn't know where to stop.
Right at the beginning.
Start at the beginning.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what you tell me. All right. Let me play a voice note here before we play this video. Okay, let me see.
It doesn't matter to me, you know. The whole party at UNC could be African. You feel that really, really matter to some of us out here? Or the whole PNM party could be East Indian. You feel that really matter to most of us out here who want to see a better country? But you see, some people have in their head that PNM is a black party. And because of that, only Africans should be in it. And only Africans should get position, whether they qualify or not. Only, oh God, that is reading from the wrong book. That is reading from the book of dotishness. Oh gosh, man, I feel it are more intelligent people out there. I mean, if you scan the book, all right, but don't come and quote from it, man. Don't come and quote from it.
We come back with a bang, but oh God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hold on, man.
Clinical therapist and
So, folks, let me take this. Yeah, KFC. KFC.
clinical therapist and
KFC. Yo, listen to the phone.
So, yeah, Mr. Washi, breaking news again. You know, Dr. Parasham getting a big position too.
Huh?
Yeah.
In the PNM?
He's a part of the PNM. He was a part of the PNM boss. He getting a big position too. So watch out for that news. Breaking news coming soon.
Yeah, man. Bless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tommy, do you remember Karina Ashe say poverty is no excuse for crime?
True.
Listen to this clinical traumatologist, Hanif Benjamin. Take a listen to this. Remember, And them PNM people agree with that. People like Fox and Gordon and all of them go agree with poverty is no excuse for crime. Listen to this criminologist. This criminologist. Listen to this.
Clinical therapist and traumatologist Hannah Benjamin. Poverty driving teens to crime. Clinical traumatologist Hannah Benjamin says poverty is the main driving force behind teens' involvement in crime, calling it the greatest trauma. In an interview with Newsday on September 7th, Benjamin.
Let me get that again, folks. Sorry about that. Let me get that. Here we go.
Clinical therapist and traumatologist Hannah Benjamin. Poverty driving teens to crime. Clinical traumatologist Hannah Benjamin says poverty is the main driving force behind teens' involvement in crime, calling it the greatest trauma. In an interview with Newsday on September 7th, Benjamin, former head of the Children's Authority, responded to comments made by the Commissioner of Police Erla Harewood Christopher, warning parents the police would be holding them accountable for their children's activities, as she spoke on the increasing involvement of teenagers in crime. Harewood Christopher was speaking at a media briefing on September 6th at the Ministry of National Security, Abercrombie Street, along with the Minister of National Security, Fitzgerald Hines, and other senior officers in the police service on the worsening crime situation. Benjamin said the family is critical in combating young people's involvement in criminal activities, which are closely linked to societal issues. Children who are dealing with poverty have no supervision, and families are dealing with financial hardship. Those are the children you would find susceptible to the criminal element. He stressed criminal gangs are recruiting day and night, and the challenge is a lack of resources to mitigate this. Young people are already dealing with other challenges. It becomes very easy for them to fall prey to the criminal gang because society is telling them they need to get rich faster. Their role models are driving nice cars, wearing gold chains, and glorifying a fast lifestyle. He said fixing or dealing with crime is not only about gun and police/soldier manpower, but a closer examination of socioeconomic factors. Benjamin questioned if the reason young people in crime are not reported by their families is because they provide financial help in the home. In the past, we have had children being sexually abused, and reports are not being made because the family is gaining from that. Is this the same scenario with gangs and crime? He believes there are not enough school-based mental health programs, saying, while we have the school support services, it is woefully lacking in its depth and its reach. He said mental health and learning challenges need to be addressed in the school system, but they are not being addressed cohesively. There is a backlog of cases in schools that need to be assessed for medication, which is very expensive. We are not treating mental health good as a country. Therapy and rehabilitation are important. We need to adopt a restorative style, mediation, at how to rehabilitate young people. Benjamin says the country must take a different approach if young people are to come out on the other side and regain a sense of stability in society. He believes young people who have fallen into crime can be helped and contribute positively to society if systems are put in place to re-engage their minds. Benjamin advised parents whose children are going down a road of crime and criminality to question what is happening in the home, urging them to think holistically. Our school system has a role to play in relation to after-school activities, keeping our young people busy, keeping their minds refocused, and fostering ingenuity and innovation. Young people are bored. They need their cognitive palate positively challenged. He called on communities to support parents. He believes that positive push and support can pull children away from criminal elements. If we are not helping, we are just leaving children to their own devices. Some parents have to work later to make ends meet, and there is no real supervision. The community needs to step in. We have moved away from the village raising the child. Criminals know this and have stepped in. He urged parents to get involved in their children's interests and in situations where there are none, help them find healthy interests. Get them away from the computer and the phone. Get them involved in community activities. Benjamin called for more community activities in community centers. We need to get back to a place where we are actively engaging our young people. He again stressed the importance of a healthy and positive stimulation environment, saying it will determine the direction of young people. What are those factors pushing young people towards criminality? Who are their role models? What are they learning from them? Benjamin also outlined untreated childhood trauma, saying it plays a crucial role in the push towards crime. Childhood trauma is linked very closely with environmental factors, events that occurred in childhood that propel young people towards a particular type of life. Poverty, sexual or physical abuse, learning disabilities, lack of opportunities to learn. We need to examine those questions. He said answering those questions is critical to the conversation and achieving long-term goals. At the media briefing, Hines, in response to a question, said parents can be held accountable for their children's offenses under the package of children's legislation. Hines highlighted a video of 3 male pupils in a secondary school gambling in a classroom while a teacher was trying to teach, which had gone viral on social media. He said all government ministries were working for young people, but in addition, parental accountability for youngsters was critical. SNR Supt Rishi Singh, who chimed in on the conversation, said under the Children Act, parental responsibility for errant children has been a national cry. Minister in the Ministry of National Security Keith Scotland said the Anti-Gang Act puts an onus on parents to report such matters. The Education Act mandates that children of a certain age must be in school. He also referred to the common law offense of aiding and abetting a crime if parents facilitated their children's actions. Scotland said the entire country needed to help arrest the current situation, and the laws are already in place. It just needs to be acted upon.
Yep. Walls, are you there? Wall Street?
Hold on. Sorry, that's me. Tommy, would you agree with Corinne Ashe or would you agree with the traumatologist?
Traumatologist knows what he's talking about. Corinne Ashe is just trying to play a political game.
And you know what's sad, Tommy? You know what's sad? When you hear people like Ambrosi, and Fox, and Gordon Joseph and them, you know what I'm going to say, right? Hey, yeah, she's correct. Poverty, no excuse for crime. But a person who's experienced...
It's not an excuse, but it's a catalyst.
It's a catalyst. You cannot eliminate people in poverty doing crime. Listen, there are many people who grew up in poverty and didn't do crime. Many people.
Because it is not really an excuse, but it's a catalyst because, like you say, Sephiroth just want to know where the next bread coming from.
Right? Tommy, we have to get to the point, Tommy, where we start to defend things for the country rather than defend things to support our party.
Well, yeah? I'm not, well, you know that I'm very independent in my thinking. But at the same time, we have to be focused on it as to what we really care about and would like to see, and that is a better land, a better place, a safe environment.
Let me take this call. Caller, you have 1 minute before the break, or you want to call back? Caller.
Yeah.
Thank
you, Tommy. Yes, I agree that it could contribute to that. But saying that is an excuse, because I seen real poor people trying all kind of things, selling this, selling that, going and do this, going and do that, right? I seen that, and I seen people big shot. You know they have real money, and still they're thieving, and they in porno, right? So don't try to pelt me with that. If you're pelting, please don't use your right hand. Poverty is not solely responsible for crime. Greed. Start there.
Thank you. Go and read the report by the Brookings Institute. Read that report. We'll be right back, folks. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsh, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. You see, Tommy, them don't have no facts, you know. Them just talking to defend their party, you know. That is all they're talking for, to defend their party. There are no facts. When I tell them go and read up the Brookings Institute report, what is that? What are we going to read that for? Anyway, folks, we'll be right back. Stick on stay. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
The power of I am. What follows these two simple words will determine what kind of life you live. All through the day, the power of I am is at work. Many times we use the power of I am against us. We don't realize how it's affecting our future. Here's the principle. What follows the I am will always come looking for you. When you say, I am so clumsy, clumsiness comes looking for you. I am so old, wrinkles come looking for you. I am so overweight, calories come looking for you. It's just like you're inviting them. Whatever you follow the I am with, you're handing it an invitation, opening the door, giving it permission to be in your life. Now, the good news is you get to choose what follows the I am. When you go through the day saying, I am blessed, blessings come looking for you. You're inviting that into your life. That's why you have to be careful what follows the I am. Don't ever say, I am so unlucky. I never get any good breaks. You're inviting disappointments. I am so broke. I am so in debt. You are inviting struggle. You're inviting lack. You need to send out some new invitations. When you get up in the morning, look in the mirror, instead of complaining, you should be saying, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I am attractive. I am getting younger. You talk like that, and God will renew your youth. I know people, the older they get, the more attractive they are. A lot has to do with our attitude. When you go around saying, I am being renewed in my youth, I am full of health, vitality, wholeness, that's one of the best anti-aging treatments you could ever take. God said in Ephesians, you are my masterpiece. Instead of going around down on yourself, feeling unattractive, too tall, too short, not enough of this, too much of that, no, dare to get up in the morning and say, I am a masterpiece. I am created in the image of Almighty God. So the fact is, there is nothing ordinary about you. You have a fingerprint that nobody else has. There will never be another you. The wrong I am can keep you from rising higher. I wonder what would happen if all through the day, not in front of other people, but in privacy, in the shower, driving to work, underneath our breath, instead of being down on ourselves and discrediting who we are and focusing on all of our flaws, instead of I am inferior, I am less than, no, I am one of a kind. I am handpicked by Almighty God. I am valuable. I am a masterpiece. You may have had some disappointments. People may have tried to push you down, but quit telling yourself you're all washed up. My question today is, what kind of I ams are coming out of your mouth? I am victorious. I am blessed. I am talented. I am anointed. When you have the right I ams, you're inviting the goodness of God. Some of you, if you would just change the I am, you would go to a new level. Words have creative power. With your words, you can bless your future or you can curse your future. Words are like electricity. Used the right way, they can be very helpful. It can give us lights and air conditioning, all kinds of good things. But electricity used the wrong way can be very dangerous. It can harm you. It could even kill you. Same way with our words. Proverbs says life and death are in the power of our tongue. It's up to you to choose what follows the I am. My encouragement is never say negative things about yourself. Do yourself a favor and zip that up. We have enough in life against us already. Don't be against yourself. Let the poor say, I am well off. Not I am broke, I am so in debt. Let the sick say, I am healthy. I am improving. I am getting better and better. See, it says in Romans 4:18 to call the things that are not as if they already were. That simply means don't talk about the way you are, talk about the way you want to be. If you're struggling in your finances, don't go around saying, oh man, business is so slow, the economy is so down, it's never going to work out. That's calling the things that are as if they will always be that way. That's just describing the situation. By faith, you've got to say, I am blessed. I am successful. I am surrounded by God's favor. People may have tried to push you down and tell you what you can't become. Let that go in one ear and out the other ear. What somebody said about you doesn't determine your destiny. God does. You need to know not only what you are, but you need to know what you are not. In other words, I am not who people say I am. I am who God says I am. Somebody may have spoken negative words over you, even when you were younger. But know this, before anyone could put a curse on you, God put a blessing on you. Before you were formed in your mother's womb, God knew you and He approved you. When God made you, He stepped back and said, I like that. That was good. Another masterpiece. He stamped His approval on you. Other people may try to disapprove you. Don't go around feeling less than, feeling inferior. Our attitude should be, I am approved by Almighty God. I am accepted. I am a masterpiece. When you talk like that, the seeds of greatness God's placed on the inside will begin to spring forth. See, you have gifts and talents that you've not yet tapped into. There is a treasure on the inside. Throughout life, the enemy will do his best to try to keep it pushed down. He doesn't want us to reach our full potential. That's why there are forces constantly trying to make us feel intimidated, inferior, unqualified. You may feel unqualified, but before you were born, God equipped you. He empowered you. You are not lacking anything. God has already stamped His approval on you. It would do us all good to make a list of a dozen or two of these I ams. Read over them all through the day. Get them down in your spirit. Meditate on them. They may not all be true right now, but you have to call the things that are not as if they already were. I am blessed. I am prosperous. I am free. I am talented. I am young. I am beautiful. I am attractive. Remember, what follows the I am is going to come looking for you. If you will invite the right things into your life, the Creator of the universe will breathe in your direction. And I believe and declare you will overcome every obstacle, defeat every enemy, and you will become everything that God's created you to be. People may try to push you down, but when you know God has approved you, you realize I don't need other people's approval. I've been equipped, empowered, anointed by the Creator of the universe.
Yep.
There you have it.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Caller, welcome. Caller.
Good evening, good night. You know, Tommy, good night to you.
Good night.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike here. Mike the man, yeah.
Yeah, how you going?
I sit down listening to the program. This is my pet peeve. We're talking about the crime. I hear people saying poverty and, you know, it's part of the cause of a crime. I'm going to eliminate some people views a little bit. And I want to ask some questions. We're talking about the young people.
Mm-hmm.
Why have we closed down all those youth camps? I want somebody to answer that question when I come out the phone. What was the reason for closing down the youth camps? One, all right. Why are we starving our young people of excellence? What is going on in the community? I remember some years gone by before I headed to the UK. while working in the media. We had one of the biggest football academy in the East-West corridor. Young people from the ages of 9 up to 18 years. Groom them, coach them. We had police officers involved in the academy. We had soldiers involved in the academy. We had Coast Guard men involved in the academy. I made that possible so that they could bring that discipline. What has happened to all of that? What has happened to the influx of getting people to go back into the communities, talk to these young people? Why has that stopped? Right? That's the question. Why has that stopped? Poverty is not one of the mainstays for crime. I was a single father for years. I brought up 3 girls and a boy. We came up and we ate flour, we ate all kinds of, I mean, I don't want to get into that, but I just want to make the point. We didn't have much. My children and I didn't have much. Today, I am blessed. My children I have a daughter who's a lawyer, my last daughter. All my children doing well. So how we could say poverty, why didn't they get caught up in the system? You know why? You know why they didn't get caught up in the system? Because there was things in place for them to get involved with. There is no incentives in Trinidad and Tobago for our young people today. And I say that without fear or favor. And that is facts. Until we get back into the communities or we get back into the homes, I've been asking for years to start programs in the communities. They have time to study me because me have no money. I ain't bending down for nobody to take my virginity. All right? Until we get back into the factories, which is the homes, we start running programs of parenting and parents because we have some of the youngest parents today that you could think about. And we get working in the communities, build back the communities, bring back the moral values, the society will be in a better place, the country will be in a better place. I have done lectures in schools in the East-West corridor with a police. I don't know if Wall Street ever heard about a police officer. He used to ride a motorbike on the priority bus named James. I think he died now. We used to go in all them schools on the East-West corridor and lectures. We lecturing on incest, crime, domestic violence in these schools. We used to get challenges from the authorities in the schools because they find we shouldn't be telling the children that. And I remember before I close saying to them, there's a time bomb that is ticking in the school environment. So when I see all this violence taking place in the schools now, I just shake my head. The problem is what we need to do is look for solutions. Everybody talking, but nobody studying the young boy or the young girl on the street. Can we stop and talk to them? What is your problem? How can I help you? No, we ain't doing that anymore. It's going to get worse if we do not listen to me, be parents, whether you have children or not, be fathers, be mothers, to the youths who are longing for somebody to sit and talk with them, not somebody in a jacket and a tie and make promises. They want somebody who could be a good role model, and I'm talking about both male and female. Probably Mr. What's his name? George or whatever his name is.
Gordon Joseph.
Probably need to start. Yeah, probably Gordon Joseph probably need to go because I wish I could get Gordon Joseph to come on my shows. He probably need to go in the schools and start doing some lectures and talking. All what he's saying now. Go into the schools. Make yourself available. Go and help. The politics is not everything. Religion is not everything. It will always be there. Make yourself available, Mr. Gordon Joseph. I'm waiting for you to say something. Make yourself available. Go into the schools and talk to the young men. Gentlemen,
thank you.
I could say more. Uncle Tommy, have a pleasant night. Wall Street, you know what time of the night day it is. I am locked on and listening.
Thank you very much.
Have a good
Thank
night.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night to you too.
Guys, hold the call so we can play this song, okay? Hold the calls. Hold the calls.
Poverty is hell, and the angels are in paradise, driving in their limousine, where everything is nice and clean. A poor man whole backyard. The rub she down and they put it to sleep. The rain come down and the house does leak. Poverty is here. Poverty is here. A poor man always dream another dream. He happy like a puppy when he dream another dream. He dream that he have a new roof on the hut. He dream that he have some good food in the pot. He dream that he have a rich friend named Frank. He dream that he have a lot of cash in the bank. He dream that he pay all his bills for the month. He dream that he have a new car in the front. He dream that he have to go to a vet. He dream that his pocket have a big fat wallet. He wake up in the night and he rush for his pants. All he found in the pocket was a whole lot of ants. Poverty is here. Poverty is here.
All right, I'm gonna stop it to take this call. Bijam. Bijam.
Yeah, good night.
Good night. How are you going?
Down today.
Everybody is excellent.
This time of Korea, but I'm just talking from you.
Yeah.
I tomorrow they come there and yes. I see you later. I is the fifth person.
Fifth person.
I need to go five. I last night. I need to go five.
Okay. But you're on the list.
Right?
You're on the list.
I'm on the list.
That is good, man. That is good. That is good.
That's good.
So here what happened. Here what we go do now. We go pray that you stay on the list and tomorrow you go get the surgery.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I always pray.
Yeah, yeah. Because we say, remember we tell you yesterday you go be on the list? We tell you, you know. Sunday or yesterday. One of them days we told you, you know. You go be on the list.
Too, right?
Yeah. But this time you
let
get
us see. Yeah, let us see when the list is not long.
Right.
Sometimes just before it's 12 and 15. They do some operation today and yesterday and whatever. Cut it down because of the noise. Everything else will go down. You can't postpone a man 2-3 times.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And then you can take 60 hours. 2 times you need 60 hours. We expecting an ISS. Yeah.
Say that again?
Yeah. I say you can't expect don't eat food twice.
Right. Yeah.
16 hours.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So you can't eat a drink from 9 o'clock. Like from tonight, from 9, you can't eat a drink.
Right.
You hear me?
Yeah, man.
They say they were making wider now because they say you can't eat drink or something. Because last month, they catch a man sucking a ring.
Yeah.
So they say they eat drink or something.
Yeah.
So they come out, they have to see it. The most of me inside.
Yeah, man. And we go continue to pray for you to be. Yeah, man. Tomorrow we go continue to pray for you to actually have it now. You know what I mean?
Once I get to the operation tomorrow,
yeah,
we'll keep you in line, give us update.
Right.
Spend a few days inside the extra.
Yeah, man.
For analyzing the situation and the
yeah. Yeah, man.
Godspeed, brother.
Thanks,
yeah, man. All the time. Yeah. Okay. Bless. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Caller, welcome. All right. Let me finish playing this song here, Tommy. Yeah? This is a good one. Caller, call back after this song.
The cat in the corner looking
And there you have it, Tommy boy. There you have it.
Hell.
Poverty is no excuse for crime, boy.
But it's
But,
hell.
but poverty is hell, though. You know what I mean? It's no excuse for crime, but it's hell. Yeah. Caller, welcome. Caller.
Well, the thing is, what I have read about hell, poverty, ain't close. Ain't close. But I understand what Shadow is saying. Because I know what I mentioned. I think I mentioned it. I am one of 11. At that time, we had a fend for ourselves. The only place I see people licking down dry coconut off a tree. I know let's go and look for the coconut that fall. We used to go to Big Stone to pick the lick down dry coconut. You know why? To make sugar cake, to go and sell. You know. To make sugar cake, to go and sell. You know. We know what it is to eat rice and butter alone. Right? I become a pepper addict. So you see green bird pepper, eat that and rice alone. All right? Yeah, so my partner called it just now. You see, within me, seldom I would see youths doing stupidness and then try and say something to them once we are close enough. Right? When I go to train, it have fellas who come to train with the club and so on. I take that opportunity. It have who might be there when I finish training. I go to bed, they come to drink water. I talk to them. I don't go into school and them kind of thing. It have people for that. Okay? And for 26 years, I manage a football team. Okay? 26 years. At one time was manager player. And then I forgot about the playing. Younger fellas were doing better than me. And I just manage alone. And listen, I had to, part of my responsibility was to get sponsorship. Many a times we get sponsorship, but many places at times we went and we get blank. We get blank. And blank from people who, if you see where they were giving sponsorship, if you see the kind of activities that I don't want to call it out on the radio, it's not illegal. It's not illegal, but it definitely was hurting families and even hurting individuals, right? And that came at a time when the government was given some kind of 150% rebate. So like if you give sponsorship, you're not really losing, you're getting back. I'm not too sure how long the process was going to take, but yet still you had these violent business people, and them I calling them that. You understand? Not giving that kind of support. There are those who gave, and I thank God for them. Right? There are those who gave. And I could understand because people are talking about the stadium and people ain't getting to use the stadium. That have a cost it. And I think what the picture is that, listen, the business people, they should be giving back. You shouldn't be asking them to do that. They should be giving back because it's we, the members of the public, who helping them to succeed, you know. So, oh gosh, if our children need a help to better ourselves, that is where you could come in addition to the parents will be there to teach the ethics and the religious aspect and the good behavior aspect. But when it comes to the sports and the developing of your skill, we might need some assistance, and that's where the business people could come in, not the government, because everything the government had to see about so many different things. Where they would just print money then. The money had to come from somewhere, so everybody can get all what they want. Okay? So the business people, this is where it's supposed to come in, that they could contribute. You understand? And this is what could help Trinidad and Tobago to be a better place. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Okay, well, oh God. Yeah, go ahead. All right, hold on. Yeah, hello?
It was shit. Good night to you and good night to Uncle Tommy.
Yeah, good night, bro.
Good night.
Good night to your callers and listeners. But I could see why nobody wanted to sponsor Gordon Joseph's team. Because just like you, Wall Street, who had gold medals in running and, had things to show. A lot of things when it comes to do with sponsorship, sponsors don't like to support failures. And if Gordon Joseph could come here tonight and say he don't care if the PNM was all Indian. He want a better Trinidad and Tobago. And I could ask you, Walsheet, and you, Uncle Tommy, and I could ask all your listeners and viewers, if in the last 9 years they have seen under this PNM Rowley-led government a better Trinidad and Tobago. And I can bet 99.9 of the listeners and callers go say that is the worst they have ever seen our country, Gordon Joseph. So for you to say that you don't care, you just want a better Trinidad and Tobago, and you just listen to Mr. Chance and all these losers, that is why the sponsors didn't look into you as somebody that they could benefit and profit from. Because this same PNM government that you support, instead of they put taxes on the same business owners as you speaking about, the ones that have, the ones that should give back, your government didn't choose to them to go to take property tax and this tax and that tax. Them get away scot-free under your government, Gordon Joseph, and they went to the poor people. They went to the people that already don't have to take money from them for taxes. But you was blind to that. And I understand why you blind to that. Because you just listen to bacteria and them in the day. To come on worship program in the night. The song as if you for country. But nothing you say making sense. Because you just say that these sponsors who are sponsoring other people wasn't sponsoring your team. And a coach once tell me, I didn't get all my discipline from home, Gordon Joseph. I get a lot of my discipline from being on a football field with a coach in Movan in the noon. And that man tell me when I was 11 years, you see, you don't have to have much education. You don't have to have much, you don't have to be a superstar on the football field. He said, but you see, discipline will take you a long way in life. A coach tell me that. But you, Gordon Joseph, as a coach, was looking for the children to get discipline home, not from you. And this is just, I listening to you know, and I cannot pinpoint all the wrong things you talking. Why you couldn't get sponsorship for 20-some years from people who should have given you. It would be nice for them to give you, because maybe if you was a better coach, your team might have been winning. Because this PNM government is not winning in Trinidad and Tobago. And if you want to say about the pandemic, we could go from before the pandemic. And from the time the UNC gave the PNM the ship to sail, we see how the economy started going down. And all the PNM government doing from 2016 to now is borrowing, and destroying our country, closing. In 2013, Rowley tell people in Point 14 that the UNC destroying Point 14. And he come after the UNC and he killed Point 14 by closing down the church in Gordon Joseph. And you support that. And you say you supporting a government better in the country. Was she? Oh Lord,
Thank you.
sometimes I wish just listen to some constructive contribution and learn something. Because he talk, and then when he talk, he can pinpoint all the stupidness he talking on the radio.
Thank you, man.
Well, have a good night.
Thank you. Caller, welcome. Caller.
Yeah, good night. Yeah, good night. I had to call back again, all shit, Uncle Tommy. This gentleman named Gordon Joseph. Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, we hearing you. Go ahead.
Gordon Joseph, let me deal with you. Sorry. You're not ready. You never was ready. From your posting your phone calls to this station just makes no sense. And let me tell you something. You say you was a coach of a football team for 20-something years. Let me put you to check. And you never get sponsor. You know why you never get sponsor? Because of your demeanor and your attitude. Because if you have something for 20-something years and you were trying to get sponsor and they never did sponsor, have you ever checked yourself? Within 2 years, the football academy we had before I migrated, Jack Warner sponsored the academy. We had business people in the community who were supporting the academy. 2 years, we went out everything in the East-West corridor as a youth academy. The late, who was the owner of W Connection, sent a big, massive, the biggest bus they ever, let me tell you, that they ever had to pick up these youths from Wright and Maloney and carry them to South. Carry them to South. That is the respect we had. Maybe they never had respect for you. From your demeanor and the way you talk on the phone, you're in ready, partner. You're in ready. So listen, come again. Get your act together. It's not everything is the government. Play your part. I didn't depend on the government for nothing. We never did. We went to sponsors. We got sponsors. Not even the Ministry of Sports sponsors. Nothing. So 20-something years, you sound like you have a political party. I go on Wall Street.
Thank you. Oh God. Tommy boy.
Aye.
Tommy. Oh God, Tommy boy. Tommy, I ain't know what to do, boy. Tell me.
Wow.
Tell me.
What you gonna do?
Oh, Father.
Answer the phone.
Tommy, answer the phone. Caller, welcome. Caller.
You have a right to laugh, you know. Because the fish just running from the head. And if the people come in and they're saying things that are not true, I expect you to tell them that, hey, this is not so, that is not so, that is not what the man said.
No. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You on the phone, you on air now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So why you think I put you on air?
Point that I shouldn't have to call
But
back
no,
to do that.
why do I don't want to interact with the callers as far as what they're saying. I give you the opportunity to respond.
Okay, all right. Well, let me go.
Suppose I misinterpret you. You know what you're going to say next? Oh, God, look Wall Street. You're going on and talking what you don't know. I'm giving you the opportunity. You know, you doesn't appreciate.
Only if it's deliberate. Only if it's deliberate.
What do you
If
mean
it's a
deliberate?
mistake, is no problem.
I'm
People
giving
can
you the
make
opportunity to
mistakes.
speak.
A couple of the callers, they make mistakes.
Just make,
I never said I coached for 27
make
years.
your contribution. Make your
I
contribution.
never said that I did not get sponsor.
Right.
I never said that. I said I did get some sponsors. And to date, my team has been one of the most successful teams. All right? Has been one of the most successful teams. Before about 4 or 5 years ago, I gave up that position. All right? One of the most successful teams. Okay, so I don't know why people feel comfortable to get personal. You know, oh God, let me deal with the issues now, boy.
All right, you know what it is?
Let me deal with the issues
All right,
now.
listen.
Why you want to take it personal?
All right.
Why should I have to come and explain that I this and I that? And no, I don't want to go down that road. I want to deal with what we could do to make this thing better.
Okay.
What we could do to make this thing better. So I tell you about the opportunities that I had and how I handled it.
Okay.
Right? I tell you about the situation that there were people who sponsored us. Every year we had sponsorship. As a matter of fact, we used to help other teams because when we get new uniform, we used to give away the old one, and we had more than one uniform. But the kind of sponsorship that we could have gotten, we didn't get, but we did get sponsorship.
All right.
And I did say that.
That answered the
question. But you have people.
That answered the question.
Boy.
All right. Thanks. That answered the question. There we go. The question is answered. All right. Oh God. Lord Father, put a hand. Tommy, I gotta start to make you deal with the phones, boy. Tommy, we got our next video, boy. All right. Mover Defender, welcome.
Good night, Washi and Uncle Tommy.
Good night.
Washi.
Yeah.
I not here, right?
Yeah, we are here.
I am not being distracted at all. Right?
Yeah.
Well, should you hear your situation what you want to touch the world thing continues again?
Yes, it continues. Yes.
That it was laid in Parliament today, but not circulated to the opposition.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
The 3 billion is still missing.
Yeah.
And when the Auditor General went to the central bank to get some documents, she was bad.
Yeah, she can't.
What's she doing really good in our country, though?
Well, I mean, by more defender.
Well, more shit. I'm not doing this. I'm very focused on what's going on in the planet now.
And
being sidetracked.
But more defender, the tea and tech issue is a big issue too. That is the issue we addressed over the weekend. That's a big issue with people having to pay higher electricity rates.
Here's my issue. When the UNC was in power, it's to say every Monday morning is a different thing. Worship every day. You know, you have to pick and choose what to bring forward. You know,
But
so much. You know.
But I was telling you, listener, I ain't gonna lie to you, you know, boss. We cannot. If we, you know, when like we are programmed Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. But when Sunday comes and we prepare for the program and we set up about 10 videos, 10 stories. By the time Monday comes, it's at 10 more stories, you know.
And that's the point that I'm watching is starting about this, right? It's not the government telling all these messages, you know, it's the layman and the ground seeing what's going on and bringing forward these things, you know. So it's a parliament privileges when we talk about shit. So if things are going on in our country and people still finding a way, I have bacteria defending paying more for today, you know, on our program, you know.
But listen to this. We just raised the issues about ID to ride on the water ferry, boy. ID.
From Trinidad to Trinidad.
To ride on the water ferry, you know. And that pass, you know, that pass plenty people, you know.
Wall Street is not a problem long as it's not UNC. And we have to be honest to ourselves now. Anything could pass under this government long as it's not the UNC. Wall Street, the Afro-Exim Bank donated 500,000 US to affected Caribbean islands. But the storm passed. These things are not only accepted because of the PNM. 500,000 US dollars. You know.
But Mova Defender, listen to this. Anybody here from the Prime Minister in the last 10 days?
Well, apparently I heard a story that 3 of his girlfriend partners went out the day after he went. So it's something like no checkup. Is a tournament that went to? Or is it right now? We need to do some homework on this. But checkup supposed to be like a 1 day, 2 day. So much like he coming back. Or watching before I go. What says you on this THM
Demonization and victimization. When the
father life officers went in a man's house, you know. You know.
But we talk about the demonization and victimization of the THA. We talk about that.
Well, see, they can't have a handle on crime, but a woman get locked up for a bandana.
Yep.
Christmas, let's get locked up the third time.
Yep.
And the police going over THA secretary.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But we could still find a way to defend that.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, watch it, boy, watch it. I'm being honest to you. Uncle Tommy, hear me cry tonight. I don't just come on this mama guy, nobody. Watch it, Uncle Tommy. If PNM win this election next year, will you please, will you have a basement that can come and sing?
We work out something.
Yeah, but Uncle Tommy, the basement have a room,
We work it out. We can work it out.
Uncle Tommy, I'm a man to my word, and I keep it towards your word, eh?
We will work it out, but
yeah, man, yeah. Tommy,
you know, I'll tell you something, eh?
Yeah.
That creeping dictatorship that exists. If the people go to sleep and allow it to take root or deep root, then what they get, they'll take, you know.
Tommy, sorry about that. Both phones ringing. Go ahead, Tommy.
Yeah, like I'm saying, there's a creeping dictatorship that's afoot.
Mm.
And if it takes root, crapo smoke the pipe, you know.
Yep. Let's take this call. Caller, welcome. Caller.
Yeah, ready?
Yeah, caller, turn on your radio. Turn on your computer in the background.
Okay. All right, you hear me now?
Yeah, we hearing you. Go ahead.
Good night to Mr. Tommy.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Mr. Walls.
Good night.
You know, when you to get a fly, put sugar.
Okay. Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, in you.
I say when you want to get a fly, you just put sugar.
Okay. You put,
and you know when you was, I don't know what was your age,
Mhm.
but I remember going to school.
Mm.
And when I go in the shop to buy a drops,
Mm.
it used to have a fly in the gas case.
Yeah. I remember that.
Beating his head.
Yeah.
He beating all over the glass case to come out because he pulled.
Yeah.
And outside the glass case, it had one beating his head to go in. That's Gordon.
Oh God. Yeah. Call where you call us from? Where you call us from? Hello. All right. Thank you. What?
From South.
From South Trinidad. Yeah, man.
Union Hall, to be exact. Crossing by Skinner Park.
Okay. Thank you, man. We appreciate it.
All right.
All right, man. Bless. Yeah. Oh God, Tommy, I don't know what to do, boy. Caller. Yeah, caller.
Yes. And we rock back and we laugh, cack, because that was a good contribution. That was a contribution that helped somebody who hungry and somebody who having problems with the child.
Gordon, can I say something? Can I say something? If somebody calls,
yeah, feel free.
If somebody calls and make a statement, you think you have to respond to everything?
No, I don't have to respond to everything.
Okay,
but
right then.
If I see, well, I don't want to tell you how to run your show because I'm on the other day tell you should cut off people and you should block people and all kind of thing, right? I won't do that. This is your show, Papa. You run your show how you want to show. If
Tommy
you
and
block
I,
or if you tell me don't call,
it's Tommy
I
and
am
I.
not going to call.
No. You see, Gordon. You know, you're a PNM or you're a closet PNM. You don't sound just like them. We have
wait. Okay, that's okay. But I'm not no PNM.
But let me say this.
I am a countryman, born and bred here. All right, and I love my country. Good.
Gordon. All right.
Okay.
So listen to me off here.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Gordon, let me say this to you. Tommy, what have we said here from the beginning when we started this program, Tommy?
We're not censoring anybody.
And you know, he still calls. Right? And say, well, if you don't want to take my call and Gordon Joseph is allowed to call here more than anybody else.
No one is censored in this forum.
No one censors him. But that's how PNM people just get out. That's how PNM people just get on. Yeah, caller. KFC, go ahead.
Good night, Uncle Washu. Good night, Tommy.
Yeah.
But what you pay phone and speed that? What you getting? What does it get into quick?
You see.
What shit? They PNM country, boy. PNM do what they want, boy.
Whatever they want.
It's so far they got to victimize the man in Tobago, there, boy.
Far they gone, and it's by any means necessary. And you know what's sad? And we have said this. There are absolutely the amount of independent institutions in Trinidad and Tobago are very limited now. Very limited.
My election coming, so they start with the bully tactics.
Yep.
Exactly.
They're trying to bully people. We're Farley and I'm Farley team and I ain't giving up, man.
No, they ain't giving up.
They ain't giving up.
Yeah.
But I hear the Honorable Dr. Rowley, me and come out. He come back home yet?
Why? I don't think he come back home yet.
I feel like keep a press conference and he coming, man.
Today is about 8 days since he left the country.
Yeah, you keep a press conference and see when a trophy in the golf.
But I don't understand that, boy. If KFC, if you supporting the PNM, you ain't gonna ask questions of how come the prime minister out of the country so long, boy? all kind of thing going on in the country, all kind of murders, all kind of thing, and you them in questioning that, boy. Fox and them in questioning that, boy. PNM Fox in questioning that, boy.
Them is PNM in joke. Them still possess so much kid that love the leader, Dr. Rowley. They love Dr. Rowley, but they play the love Rowley. But I see Sean Flex put up the woman's family, but they're all in white, boy.
Yeah, I see them. I see them a picture on social media.
You see,
I see one KFC. I see one. I see one of that.
Come out and tell the campaign.
KFC.
Bring it home.
There was a picture on Wall Street, the one with a pom pom on she head. Who was that? You didn't see that picture? Eh?
Oh, the man?
No. Was Julia Davy. What is she name again? Shoma Wilson, and there was a other young lady with a pom pom on she head. Who is that? I go send you the picture. I go send you the picture.
Me and man have been watching them and them watch them watch you. I know them Atlas and Bikira. Them after them taking for the supper right now. Them different. They let small contract. Possible them different because them on board and victimizing the own colleague. Them right in 91.9 there and shushing and whispering to the minister. What should you know about even the PNM is pure victimization to the PNM to people?
Yeah, I know it ain't easy.
I love to understand.
Yeah, man, bless. Yeah, bless. Tommy?
Yes, sir.
1 minute. Caller, welcome. Caller.
Yeah. Not all the time when I call back is to defend something I say, no. Sometimes I call back because something would have been said that is not in truth, or I call to strengthen what was said. So somebody here, you and others are talking about PNM people giving Tobago pressure. So I call to deal with that because they're killing one another in Tobago there, that little place. And Mr. Farley called for help. He said he want help to deal with the crime situation up there. Police go up there, licensing officer go up there because nobody is shooting nobody. Well, let me not put it that way. In a lot of cases, you're hearing about drive-by. So it means then that at some point in time, somebody, it is very possible, moving with an illegal gun or illegal weapons. Okay? So he did call for help. That is one. Two, I was hearing on the radio that for the officers to go to a man home and to search his car and all this, they had to get a warrant. To get a warrant, they had to deal with a judge. So what that had to do with PNM or what that had to do with the government? That is sounding like people who have the hate and they putting stone in the opponent's shoe and pelting mud. That's sounding just like them.
Thank you.
Right? Get the whole thing now and then bring it out. And don't just come and put it apart to mislead people. That is my point. Thank you.
Mr. Florida, welcome.
Good night again, Mr. Anson and Mr. Tommy. So, Mr. Anson, I really wanted to get on with the poverty, with the causes and what our child has been going through in poverty. You see, everybody thinks poverty is just not having food and not having a proper education. But it's all in home too, because as a single mother, she's looking for a partner. And sometimes she'll bring the wrong choices home. And when a young man seeing his man abusing his mother and then looking at his little sister, all that take a mental factor in the head, with the poverty.
Yeah.
And people don't understand that. And everybody feels just talk and talk. Talk don't really help, because let me tell you something. No child should be going through trauma like that at a young age. Because that's why when they come out in the streets and they join a gang, they become monsters and they have no heart. And because of circumstances. But you see, nobody want to talk about that, And let me see, and let me look to bring holy the government is for them, like, and let me fix this. Because if crime will fix, the country will never fix. Look all the same stands, man.
Thank you, man. So, folks, put your closing comments in the chat. Put your closing comments in the chat. Tommy, I have one more video to play before we go. I didn't feel like playing this video. Anyway, let me play it. I have one more video to play before we go. Just a minute.
You know,
Where, Tommy?
I was listening to what Gordon Maloney was saying about Tobago, and it kind of hits me for six when I stop and I really think about the fact that Fali needs help with fighting the little crime that or the increased crime. But when you want to focus on Fali as if he's and his crew are criminals, what does it really say to the population?
But Gordon and them don't. But Tommy, Gordon and them don't want to focus on that. Them and focus on the demonization and the victimization of the THA. You know, it's not just today, you know, right?
You see,
it is unbelievable. Them fellas not looking at that.
It ain't a rocket science to see what's going on.
Of course, but not from them.
Maybe they can't see the forest for the trees. They're too close to everything.
They're too close. They're embedded. When you under that red blanket, Tommy, and you put on them red sunglasses with our left red earplugs, you don't hear clearly, you don't see clearly, and even in the winter in Trinidad, right? They're sleeping comfortable.
All I hope and I pray is that the Tobago people make a difference in the next election and send those dictators and
send them packing. Let me see, I go say it for you. I go finish it for you. Miss Atlanta, welcome. Hello? Miss Atlanta.
Hello.
Hello?
You see, I've been listening to you. I'm sorry about that.
That's all right.
Yes. Good evening.
Yeah.
Are you hearing me?
Loud and clear.
Carola Creo.
I try to stay away along out of the
you bacchanal on confusion. You bacchanal on confusion.
This starting to song. You see, anytime here starting to song like them say, they say, and who bad and who, all that is in Trinidad. I know that. All that we need that, right? A little, saying little things. But you see, when it comes down to one day and them, you'll have to understand, Mr. Gordon. That's why I told you, you have to put him on as an associate professor. Because if you are Professor Wall Street, and Mr. Gordon is bringing in so much, bringing in his take on a lot of things, he has to be associate because the amount of times I hear him, number one. I understand Gordon. Remember, well, at least I shouldn't say I understand him. If you are saying he's a PNM and he's speaking for PNM, remember just a while ago, a little while ago, you told me you were what? You had Balize eye drops? Is Balize eye drops? I'm coming for you, Wall Street. Yeah, when I say but Wall Street, so and so happened, you used to say that was when I had on my that was like you was in a PNM whatever, and that was for years, as I think, right?
Yeah.
But the powerhouse you are now, you have to rock back and just remember it's not as easy to translate like how you come over to that, how you speak, and definitely PNM. That's what I get, right?
Yeah,
Definitely.
I agree.
I think people like Gordon also have their definite. If he is thinking that, and probably he has a juice. I don't know what kind of juice it could be. Whatever juice, soursop, whatever juice, or whatever. You have to remember that that is his thing, and he speaks about it. And every time you'll go back and forth and back and forth, not only what his name is, Gordon, what everybody says a tit for tat. I say something, you say something, and we're not reaching to the what the person say. I agree with when Tommy was saying about some dictatorship. A
Creeping
person say
dictatorship.
galloping, which is true.
Yeah.
I was calling to say what creeping dictatorship Tommy is speaking about. When it's like a runaway horse with its gate closed already or whatever, and dictatorship, go on. Wall Street, try and remember, give the people, you just relax. You see how it go back? You just relax. You understand?
Thanks for the advice.
I'm like,
Thank you for the
and
advice. Yeah.
I am listening to everybody, and so let us just listen to them and give them a hearing. And
Okay.
you have to pat them.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
understand?
I'll take your advice.
You have to relax, Gordon.
Yeah. I'll take your advice,
Because-
Miss Atlanta.
Yes, you have to relax.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
sometimes you put in, mix yellow and red is what? Orange? Wait, just now.
I ain't sure,
Yellow
no?
and red is orange?
I know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You have to kind of,
I'll get orange.
I-
I'll pull the
yes,
yellow
I
and red
can
and get
kind of
some
tone
orange.
it down.
Yeah.
Well, that is me. Just from me listening.
No, I like that.
Understand?
I like that. I understand.
Right.
I like
And
that.
what we have to do, besides we talk too much, we talk now, we could talk, I like to talk, but we also have to put into place civics, learn about the laws, learn about how to, you have to stand your ground. This kind of thing. I am not fearful for Tobago. Why are you all fearful for Tobago? And here, see what they're doing. What is the man, whoever the man in Tobago? He is okay. I listen to him in there. He will go on the track. Tobago people are sensible people. So everything will be okay. You don't worry. I'm telling you all. You don't worry. Okay.
Thank you, Miss Atlanta.
I'm giving you the assurance, right? Everything. It comes just like the job, and everybody was going to dead, and everybody was supposed to line up as coffins, and you see how everybody hale and happy. Right.
Thank you.
Everything will be okay.
Thank you
Right?
so
But
much.
I'm listening.
All right. Thank you.
Have a-
Tommy, she give me some motherly advice, David.
Yeah, boy.
Motherly advice, Miss Atlanta. Tap
She
me on my
calm.
right. Tap me on my right shoulder.
She bring calm.
She bring calm, boy. Calm, calm, calm. Brooklyn, you have a minute before you go for the break.
I only need a minute worksheet. I just want to tell Gordon Joseph, UNC, they love you. PNM does forget you. UNC, they love you. PNM don't care about you. Vote for UNC. Vote for UNC. Gordon, vote for UNC. Get rid of Keith Rowley. Gordon Joseph, the thing with you is, you're not drinking the leaf of the Balize, no. You digging up all the root of the Balize with
All
your
right.
contributions. I gone.
All right.
Good. Tommy, boy, this was a bacchanal night. We can't afford too much of these nights. Folks, you're going for the break. We'll be right back and wrapping up.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Tommy, tonight, we had plenty BACs tonight, boy. Plenty. Bacchanal and confusion and blame and complain, boy. I say most Trinidadians have 2 BAC degrees, Bacchanal and confusion and blame and complain. Folks, thank you very much. Tonight we could call tonight a bacchanal night. Tonight was bacchanal. Who sing that song?
Rudder.
David Rudder? Bacchanal. Yeah? So, folks, my closing quote. Tommy had to go and take a drink when I finish tonight, but.
All
You
right.
think I should take one, Tommy?
Huh?
You think I should take a drink when I finish here tonight?
Yeah.
I don't wake up early in the morning, though, Tommy. We have practice early in the morning. I don't wake up 6 o'clock to go to practice, Tommy. How are you going to encourage that?
Yeah, well, what? Is what?
Yeah, KFC. Yo.
Yeah, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy. I'll have a blessed night until tomorrow, Rich again.
Yeah, man. Bless.
Blessed night to you.
And I will back in our season starts.
Boys,
The season started.
it's bacchanal season, boy. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Bless.
Everything gonna go to Joseph. put on that tea, boy, for a while. And wake up too much of miserable thing going on this evil, wicked PNM, boy. I God, man.
Bless.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Tommy. Let me give my closing quote, Tommy. Feelings are just visitors. Let them come and go. Feelings are just visitors. Let them come and go. From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall said that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become.
Yep. Tonight's quote is from Mignon McLaughlin. And it goes like this: a successful marriage requires falling in love many times, always with the same person. A successful marriage requires falling in love many times, always with the same person. I don't know if we can call our relationship with Trinidad and Tobago a marriage.
You're not divorced.
Or an arrangement, but this is what I'd like to put out there.
More like
As I always say, you, the man in the mirror, that change you want to see begins with you. However, when you're looking at the mirror, if you don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Tonight, especially, be careful out there. Be careful tomorrow, because nothing is guaranteed, and we want to see you tomorrow, God willing. Love you all. Good night.
Thank you. Okay, there we go. Closing comment from Miss Atlanta. Listen to this. Listen to silence. It has so much to say. Okay. Let me see what's the next one. That's one. This is KFC. All right, KFC. All right, let's see this one.
Good day, Mr. Washington. Good day, Uncle Tommy. Will the condensed milk open, man? And I'm the condensed milk open. We're going hungry. What should I say, activist? A protector activist to talk at 91.9. Back with you. Your finalize. I give her the finalize. No, she went down by a it's not just so tired people suffering under silence, no watch. You look at that, you know. And they continue supporting this evil, wicked, atlas PNM boy. Have a blessed night.
Yeah, man. Let me see this one. Hold on.
Yeah, good night again, Mr. Hansen and Mr. Tony. Blessings to you guys, blessings to you family, blessings to all in the live, all the callers, all the chatters, all the guys be safe. Mr. Hansen, Mr. Gordon Joseph don't really get the concept of the rolling led administration give the 1% the wealth of the land. And now the PNM party is becoming a 1% party because they're bringing in all the 1%ers. That is what I'm trying to say, Mr. Gordon Joseph. I ain't talking about the race, right? So you must stop and stand up and think.
Okay. I got one more. Okay, look, I got another one here. Hold on. People will act like you are hard to deal with because you ain't easy to fool. I like that one. Yeah, that one, Tommy?
Right?
People will act like you are hard to deal with because you ain't easy to fool. Mr. Atlanta, that is a good one there, you know. You know this. Know this. You are not responsible for the versions of you that exist in others people's mind. Oh, boy. I like it bad. Mr. Atlanta, you're hitting 6, let me take this other one here.
Give your closing comments. First, I want to say thanks, Miss Atlanta. I agree with what you said. Because we could talk. Hopefully, we discuss issues, suggestions, ideas, and not personalities. Not personalities. I try to avoid dealing with, well, I don't want to call it the thing, but dealing with what was said to see what we could do that could help the situation. You understand? I tell people they could say what they want to know. That they're moving me. One, because I am not embodied to nobody. I am no PNM, I no party card, I never go a PNM meeting. I'm no PNM. As a matter of fact, let me let all in on a little secret. I have a PNM jersey, you know. Yeah.
Oh, God.
But guess what? I have a CFP jersey too. And guess what? I have a UNC jersey too. Because you see, all them party and them, I have good friend in them. In fact, I have more than friend, brethren, who actually contest seats in them party and them. Okay? So for me, party is nothing. Party is nothing. Right? So you ain't gonna hear me promoting no party. I promote a cause. Idea, if I find it's good, if I see somebody doing something that is worthwhile, yes, I will support and promote that. But I'm promoting no party because, like I've said before, I haven't seen a party yet that I could tip my hat off and say, yes, 100% or even 75%. I haven't seen one yet. But don't come wrong me and tell me about this one better than that one, because look what this one do, and 16% and 18%. And when 100 of them before the court, I exaggerated when I say 100. Definitely it's not 100. Okay, but songing just like how they go along, come along that point now. Right? So people, let me see about fixing the country more than fixing the party now. Eh? And it will be better for us to have a God night, because he's the boss. And if you have him, you have everything. Yeah?
Tommy, you see why I just call him man Gordon Joseph? Let's go to the chat. Hailey says, people have hungry and have nothing, children suffering, and yet they rather crime over God. This is a sad place. The country hurting because the people ungodly, eh? Aye, oh Lord. Good night to you, Albert. Albert said, I love the discussion tonight. Hey, Albert even using LOL, boy. Albert, what, boy? Oh God, here's the thesis. Fox Islam, PNM Fox, closing comment, crime. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Honor thy father and thy mother. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. That is the second in a row. Fox Islam is getting, PNM Fox getting better, Tommy. It had nothing, well, crime in they might have something to do with PNM. Albert Montano said the PNM people don't believe in freedom of speech because Balize people are part of the dictatorship. Oh, God. All right. Let me see what else we have here. Hanif says, sad when one believes that their opinion is all that matters, you know that they are joined from the well of ignorance. Highly closing comment. Ungodly is the people who put their trust in a man or woman to bless a nation. Man is not thy fixer of God creation. God is our salvation, redeemer, and creator. Albert Montano said, God, PNM has always deprived the Tobago people. When I live in Tobago, because A&R Robinson and DAC won both seats, and the PNM government was very hurt. I think that's it. No, that's not it. Ian says, have a good night, Gordon. I'm ready for that type of conversation. Mova Defender says, happy slaves are the worst enemy to freedom. Okay. Tommy, I think that's it.
All
Folks,
right.
we are out of here, folks. See you guys tomorrow, same time, same WZYE channel. Later. And you know we always go to this stuff. We out of here.
This is oh Lord, Trinidad and Tobago. This is DJ Bravo. I'm hurting you know. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. All I see in front of me, nightmares turn into reality. Like somebody build a monster factory. Parliament up against parliament economy. But let the moderator send another body in a dream. Somebody girl child missing, another rape again. An next road stain with somebody's sunburn. Who take the S out of Port of Spain? This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. Now with the love, with the vibes, with the hope. Now tell me something, how we really want we cope. When the children breathing in too much gun smoke. And the Coast Guard can never see a boat. Yes, I'm like some goats when they come looking for votes. Say to empty promises, reading like a horoscope. Justice for sale in a fat envelope. Politically, all the answers is a joke. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. All I see in front of me, nightmares turn into reality. Like somebody build a monster factory. Parliament up against parliament economy. But let the moderator send another body in a dream. Somebody girl child missing, another rape again. An next road stain with somebody's sunburn. Who take the S out of Port of Spain? This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. It doesn't matter the religion, the color, the creed, or the race. It's our responsibility to take care of our place. Champion.